All right, let's get started. So today we have a very special guest on our podcast.
Ooh.
A very, very special guest.
Ooh. Wow.
He has the best energy. He's always happy. He's always energetic. He's always trying to make sure everyone around him's happy. We have
Yes,
Mr. Smile in the building. Mr. Hotspot.
Hey. Well, hey, how you doing? What you doing? Hello, everyone. How are you?
Hey.
I'm
So-
so happy to be here.
Thank you for coming, Hotspot. Thank you for being out here in LA. So what brought you out to LA this time?
So I was just coming, to show support to a family that I met in Oregon.
That's
So,
dope.
Yeah.
That's
I would
awesome.
like to get a little insight on that. I was actually a little. I was when they came in.
We kind of worried.
Yeah, we were a little worried about you.
I didn't
Oh,
want.
really?
I didn't want to.
Just to give the listeners a little recap,
Yeah, for sure.
Hotspot's a good friend of mine. We go back, I don't know, almost a year now, but we hang out all the time. We always have a good time. And the other day he showed up in LA with his suitcase and he's like, "What's up? I'm going to be here for a minute." And he's like,
That was so random.
that was random. And then a few minutes later, he told me, "Yo, I'm going to Orange County with this family."
Newport
and-
Beach.
Yeah, Newport Beach.
Newport
Balboa Island.
That
I was
shit-
on the island.
It looked nice.
It was
Wait,
beautiful.
you took a boat?
Yeah, nah, I was.
Or like
yeah.
a ferry?
Yeah, I saw the
Yeah.
Wait,
ferry.
so you put the car on the ferry?
Yeah.
let's-
Hey, that's kind of cool.
That
But
was-
No,
me,
but
me
go ahead.
being protective of Hotspot, I got a little worried.
For real.
I was checking your Instagram.
that was
like-
cool.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're
that's-
checking up
that's
on you for
awesome.
sure. Like, we
Yeah.
made sure you kept on posting and
Yeah,
stuff. Like,
yeah,
he's
nice.
good.
I
He's
was,
good.
I was making
Nah,
sure, like,
you already-
okay, Hotspot's good. I even told you if you need me to come get you, I got you.
Let me know. Look, and I'm appreciative of that.
Yo,
Like you was from the friend from Get Out.
no, that's exactly.
That's what we were saying. We're like, get out, get out.
Nah, it's just I was just a little worried myself because also in the middle of the day you was acting a little weird. You was like, I'm not feeling so good.
It wasn't that I wasn't feeling good. It's just sometimes it's a lot of things going in my head at once,
Yeah.
especially when it's
I
like
can't
something new.
You
'Cause
were.
you-
You look
you-
worried. You look worried.
I wasn't
You
worried,
look
but I was
nervous.
like,
It's just new. I couldn't
this
imagine
new,
always
like,
being-
all right,
Yeah.
new spot, you know.
Yeah, knew everything.
Yeah.
But you also had a lot
Let's
of other things going on.
You know, for sure.
It's not. It wasn't just the family.
Mhm.
So how did you said that you met them?
In Oregon, Washington,
That's cool.
around the 4th of July.
Okay.
Like I had a booking out there, so I had to perform like at 3 or 4 shows. So doing that, I was able to be with them for like 10 days.
That's awesome.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So the reason why I came up here this time, cause basically like the one who booked me, he was willing to come to third day service. So that's on like Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
And at service, we learn about like God the Father and God the Mother. So like he didn't want to go by himself. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna come up to California so we could go. You
That's
know, 'cause
dope.
It's important for not only him but his family to know as well, like what's
Mhm.
going on. Cause like basically we in a time right now where it's like many disasters going
Mhm.
on, like earthquakes and like you could see things going on with North Korea.
It's about unity,
Yeah, unity.
and I feel like everything about you is about unity.
Exactly.
Mhm.
I think you like to bring people together. I think you like to make people happy and
Mhm.
smile, and you like to bring the best out of everyone. Even if they're having a good day, bad day, you want to make sure they're having the greatest day ever.
Exactly, yeah. Cause when you look at it, it's like, wow, we've been blessed with a new day to like do new things,
You know?
and experience like something new. So it's like, it's responsibilities that we have here that we can't like neglect. Everybody got to work, stuff like that. So they go through stuff during their day. So they like, so you really just want to bring that cheer up,
that energy, yeah.
no matter what happened earlier, we about to turn up from here forth.
So how did you start with that? Like, how did you get into that? Were you always this happy? Were you always this excited? Were you always
How
this
did
energized?
Hotspot- What
Yeah.
Hotspot?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I had received the name Hotspot at a young age. Hey DJ, hey DJ. Hey,
Stupid. I'm not going to let you get the
So-
chance.
It was about 5th grade. Yeah, around that time, and one basketball.
Oh,
was
Oh
in.
yeah,
yeah.
mixtape.
I know about and
Oh.
one.
Oh,
Yeah, and one. I used to watch that. I used to like hot sauce.
Exactly.
Hot sauce was so fire.
hot sauce.
So
Yeah.
Cross
basically,
people over like
Oh,
crazy.
hot sauce.
yeah.
I was
So
into NBA Street, the game.
No, this is
hot,
and one.
hot sauce
one.
was like the man.
He was
He was
like
like the
Iverson of the.
he
street
was
ball.
like the
Oh.
face of
Yeah.
and one.
Really?
Really?
Yeah.
So
and there was that white boy
I know
professor.
Professor,
and
he
the
was
the
hard.
big dude that passed away,
what about
Cadillac or
Bobito?
something
Yeah,
like that.
Cadillac,
Yeah.
all them. So I even had some and one shoes. I ain't care.
Oh.
Pull him
Hey,
up.
no.
Pull him up.
Oh, yeah.
So that's how you got the name Hotspot?
So we was in class and we used to take hooping serious in elementary
Like
school.
always. Like always.
We took it serious in elementary school, so we wanted to come up with our own names. So my hot spot on the court was the corner shop.
Ah.
Yeah. So like hot spot is basically a place where you could make a shot consistently. You know,
'Cause I'm hot.
like pass it to me again.
Buckets.
You know what I'm saying? So
Wet.
yeah. So it turned into an email because I got on MySpace during that time.
Okay.
What?
I was
Okay.
I was on Bebo. I don't know if y'all know
Yeah,
about
I heard
that.
of Bebo.
I don't know.
Bebo.
That's an old school.
The sign almost looked like the beat sign. Bebo. That's like
Yo.
back
I never even heard of
back
that
then.
one.
Have you seen that's what it
Yeah.
looked like?
Yeah.
Oh,
So we've been
wow.
on social media. Don't it
That
look
is
like the beat
Beats.
song?
That
You're
is the-
right.
Cause so
Yo.
when Beats came out, I was like, wait, did they rip that off of Bebo? Cause I was on Bebo hard.
So
I was
you
like,
were on
bruh.
Bebo before MySpace?
Yeah.
What year was this?
Yeah.
Wait a second.
It's about like 05.
Wait, how did you
06.
even find Bebo?
How did that
Cause
even
But you were young then.
yeah,
young.
my
How old
sister
were you?
about 6 years older than me.
Oh,
So I was
okay.
always
Right.
yeah.
That makes
My
sense.
sister, she the middle child. I'm the baby.
Okay.
I was always with my sister.
Watch
So
it.
like I used to have to go from elementary school to like the high school. So during her cheerleader practice or something like that. So I was always with high schoolers,
Yeah.
people her age. You know what I'm saying? So
That's
they
awesome.
put me on game at a young
That's what's
age.
up.
So my sister had her little page. So got me a little page.
That's what's up.
So,
So-
your Bebo was Hotspot?
Hmm?
So you went from
So
being
you
It was
Hotspot on the
it
court-
was the email because you can't make a social media page without having the email
Okay.
to connect it
Was
to.
it AOL?
Hotmail?
What's your
It was Gmail.
Oh,
Gmail.
oh,
what?
No, 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 no. Wait. Not Gmail. Not Gmail. Yahoo.
Okay.
Okay.
I still have a
Gmail
Yahoo
ain't come.
email.
Yeah, it wasn't.
Gmail ain't come till later.
Yo, yeah,
Like
Gmail.
Gmail
Yo,
already?
Gmail, you needed to have
A phone number.
Yeah.
You needed to be invited by somebody. In
Oh,
there.
wow. I didn't know that.
Yeah, nah, it was
Hey,
exclusive.
can I say this? This podcast is so fun right now. It just feel like it's us, and I like that. Yeah. So yeah, I had me a little Yahoo, made it Mr. _hotspot at yahoo.com.
That's fucking awesome.
And then after that, I made my MySpace after MySpace started
With
jumping.
that same email.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. And then wait, so you go from basketball to email to Beatball? What is it called?
Bebo.
Bebo.
Then
Bebo.
MySpace.
It go from basketball to Bebo to MySpace
Okay.
Okay.
to
What was
Wait,
your
wait,
what was on your MySpace?
Yeah, exactly.
what was on my MySpace page?
Did you hide your top 10? Did you
It was
fucking?
top 8, bro.
Nah, I had a top 2,
Oh, you-
honestly. Like, I had my
Oh,
girl,
you- yeah,
and I
yeah.
had, like, somebody
You
else.
could pass
like, my
those right
best-
quick.
Wait, let me get one before you go.
So my MySpace,
You had your shit
that was
hooked
a
up?
blur. That was a blur.
Oh, man. I was heavy on the MySpace.
You could
That's-
probably
Hey,
post
it
the
was a
shit out of
song.
your
That's
page.
not turning into
It was a song that came out. We used to dance to called What Rico.
What, Rico?
By
Yeah,
who?
What Rico. All the people down south know what I'm talking about right now.
Sorry.
What
From the
Rico was
West.
on there.
What, Rico?
Hey, you
So-
can look
so
You
wait,
know who
wait.
sings it?
Crime Stoppers or something like that.
Okay, wait, 1 second.
Mm-hmm.
So where were you living when you made this Beatbo account?
He was
So-
a baby, man.
I know.
I-
but
I moved
what
to-
city?
Oh, yeah.
South Georgia. I was in the country.
Like on a farm.
That's where you're from.
You might as well say we was close to it. I was in the peanut capital of the world. Look it up.
So where did you? Let's also tie this into like where you grew up,
All right.
where
Yeah,
you
yeah,
moved
so-
around.
All right.
So when you're just hotspot on the basketball court, where you living?
I'm living in South Georgia, 229, Worth County, close to Albany and Tifton.
Wow.
Shout out to the 229.
Hey,
There you go.
yeah.
So, I'm from heaven, but then I came to New York. I was
Okay.
born there. Then from New York, 4 or 5, I moved to South Georgia.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's where you mainly grow up.
Yeah,
South Georgia.
South Georgia. I spent majority of my time there, so it was a big humbling experience moving from like city like almost to like real slow.
Mm-hmm.
So we had social media and hooping as our way to
The beat.
pass time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you make your Beatbo account.
Mm-hmm.
You're in South Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
You make your MySpace account.
Mhm.
You're still in South Georgia.
I made my MySpace account this summer. I was able to visit New York.
Okay.
What year
yeah,
was
I
that?
remember that.
He was on it.
Yeah.
He's like, oh yeah, MySpace
I
time.
remember that.
What year was that?
This is about 06.
You were about how old?
07.
Like,
You had to be like
You're 10,
years
11?
old.
Somewhere around there.
No, because wait, how old are you?
I'm 22 currently.
There we go.
Okay.
22
So
year
yeah,
old.
you was 8 years
Oh,
old.
yeah.
boy,
Had to
itch
be. I'm
on
just-
this earth.
Just so everyone understands, you can build something before the age of 25.
Oh yeah, no. for
yeah,
sure.
you can do it.
Yo, you man, you're
Hotspot
an
did it.
inspiration, bro. I look at your shit. I'm like, yo, that's awesome, man. You can make people happy just by like saying, just by telling them it's fun, being real, like-
being happy, you make people
yeah,
happy.
that's what it is,
Yeah.
man. It's like your
You're
energy.
so happy.
Contagious.
Thanks
You
to
make
Father and
everyone
Mother.
happy.
Yo, and honestly, I'm not a happy person.
Yeah,
Like,
Ray's not a
I'm-
happy person.
You
I'm
are
just-
serious,
I'm
and
just-
I like seeing you in this state that you currently in. You like smiling good.
Yeah, no, I love it. I appreciate
So wait, now let's bring it back into the story.
Alright,
So
alright.
when you became MySpace hotspot,
Uh-huh.
did you have the same energy, or were you a different kind of person, or had you not found yourself
What was
yet?
the goal?
Not
at
yet.
that?
You remember, I'm like younger on this
Yeah.
time.
Yeah,
I'm-
no.
He's like,
I'm mainly
That's
on
what-
some like hooping. I had hoop dreams at a young
Yeah.
age.
You can still hoop. I see those dunk videos on
Ah.
Instagram.
Oh
You
yeah,
can
I
still
mean,
hoop.
we
I'm
gotta
still
hoop
learning.
together.
Bro,
Yeah,
I
we
was
gotta
looking at
hoop.
those
We gotta
videos. I
hoop.
was
Yeah.
measuring the distance
Yeah.
on the floor.
Yeah.
I'm like, hold up.
But yeah, after that, my 9th going on to 10th grade year, Instagram came out. It was only pictures then.
Okay,
Yeah.
wait. So Instagram comes out right away. You're
no,
Mr.
you had to
Hotspot
go on
again?
Facebook
So
between
you
then
weren't
and,
on
and
Facebook?
MySpace.
Mm-hmm.
You weren't on Facebook first?
I was on Facebook.
But were you Mr. Hotspot on Facebook, or were you just yourself?
Nah, it was
Nah, there
just my
wasn't-
regular name.
Facebook wasn't really like
But Facebook took over MySpace.
My first Facebook was Kai Aspire.
really.
Yeah.
For real,
Yeah.
mine wasn't that. It
No,
was
mine was
on
like
my
my personal-
government
Government
name.
Yeah.
My middle name wasn't included. I had person last. So then after that,
Then Instagram comes out,
mhm,
and now
just pictures.
just pictures.
Yeah.
And are you
I'm-
government
I'm-
name, or are you Mr. Hotspot?
It's like my Instagram name was Jordan 15 Brown.
Ooh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
'cause
like is?
Shout out to Jordan 15
Like
Brown on
1-5
Instagram
is
right
like
now.
Yeah,
I
whoever
ain't
has
never
that
look
account.
at it that way, but that's fine that you just said it. But I basically I played football too when I was younger,
Okay.
and I had 15. That's my
Oh,
number,
that's your number.
and
That's my number 2, bro.
Wow, that's
that's
fire.
awesome. When I was
and that's the year I graduated too.
Okay. Awesome.
2015. So 15 was just so hard
That's
to me,
awesome.
bro.
That's
I
awesome.
like 7, 15, 3, all that. yeah.
Zero. You need a zero in there.
Alright.
Zero?
Damian Lillard. Little shout out.
Alright.
Yeah.
Wow.
Anyways.
Yeah,
So-
shout out to him.
Yeah. So now you're Jordan 15 Brown on Instagram.
Mhm.
And what makes you become Mr. Hotspot on Instagram?
So
what
it was-
wakes you up one day and you're like, yo,
How many
I gotta
followers
go
did you
back.
have at this point?
I mean, we all start from 0.
I've got like 100 followers right now.
Key.
Yeah, bro.
Yo,
That's
hey,
legit.
that's
real.
a that's a true
all
thing.
start
You
from
all
zero.
start from zero and you can build yourself up.
that's inspirational.
So
Exactly.
what made you change from Jordan 15 Brown to Mr. Hotspot and build it?
Mr. underscore hotspot was already my Yahoo.
Yeah.
It was
It was already your Beat Boy, your Yahoo, and your MySpace.
Email.
email.
Yeah.
It was my email. So I just switched my my name on there to
Just
Mr.
randomly.
Hotspot. Yeah.
Just one day you woke up, you're like, I'm gonna be Mr. Hotspot.
Cause I remember somebody from high school like gave me a birthday card
Mm-hmm.
and it had on some like hotspot type time. Like,
Oh, that's so dope.
yeah.
Damn, yo. I remember. I miss.
Who was that friend?
Her name was Charlotte.
Oh, you
Shout out to
remember?
Charlotte.
Shout out to
Give her a
Charlotte.
round of
Lowe.
applause.
Yeah, Charlotte Lowe.
Charlotte.
She used to pick us up and take us to school.
Oh, that's
Me
so
and-
cool.
Yeah, me and my cousin
That's awesome.
and had the snacks on deck. She'll get us Chick-fil-A sometimes.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's how you know he's from the South. That
Yeah.
Chick-fil-A back
Oh,
then,
man.
we just got it.
Chick-fil-A during high school in the morning.
Ooh.
Come on, the
I
number
didn't
one chicken
experience it,
biscuit.
sir.
And I was drinking milkshakes in the morning, the strawberry flavor.
Oh, a milkshake for breakfast.
Bro.
You
And
were
you stay
on-
skinny.
I played 3 sports: basketball, football, and I did track too.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's why you could
Yeah.
eat a milkshake.
Yeah, that's what you can have a
in the
milkshake for
morning.
breakfast. So now you have Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
You changed to Mr. Hotspot because
Yeah.
your friend gives you a birthday card. And
That wasn't the exact reason. I'm not sure if I changed it before or after, but I remember that's when like
It clicked.
people would start
calling
like,
you
calling me
Hotspot.
hotspot.
Yeah.
Okay, dope.
Like she was like one of the first ones on some like hotspot type time.
That's lit.
Hey,
Okay.
Shout out.
So what made you pop off on Instagram?
Instagram.
Or wait,
Or
did
how
you have
did you
Vine?
pop off? Was it
Did you
yeah?
have
Was it
Vine?
Twitter,
Did you have-
Vine? What was
I
it?
had Vine.
What was your name on Vine?
Excuse it. It was Mr. _Hotspot too.
So just so everyone understands, he was consistent through everything.
Mm.
Everything was Mr. _Hotspot.
yeah.
No matter where he went, no matter what he had, Mr. _Hotspot.
Mm.
So your Vine, was it cool? Like people
So when I was on there, it wasn't like going, but it was at one point in time I made a song, like a dance song. It's called Crew Libs. It was
pull it
it's,
up, Ray.
It's my
Let's listen to this real quick.
It's my first song I ever made. It was nothing but like ad libs.
That's
and,
lit.
and saying yeah.
I want to hear this song.
It's like me saying strawberries. Yeah. Blackberries.
is it that one?
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's listen to it for a
Yeah.
sec. One sec. I just want to hear this.
Hey.
This is my first song.
You were in the
ever.
parking lot.
Kim's gonna put this in
Yeah.
the editing.
And we made this beat from scratch
Lit.
with somebody who was in my Spanish class. He stayed close to the school. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Are you in this video?
It looks like some
That's
kids.
not me.
Yeah,
it
that's
looks
not
like
you.
some kids dancing, but you see,
Yeah.
you got kids
You got,
everywhere.
you got kids dancing. So
Yeah,
on your Vine, this song pops off a little bit.
This is your first
Yeah.
big. This is your first big break.
This is where you
like your
notice.
viral
media.
break.
This is where you know. people-
Cause it was a somebody, he was from Memphis and he danced to that. Oh, don't do it. Oh my God, that's what he said.
I don't get it.
He had on a hockey jersey.
Oh, and he was dancing to your song
Yeah.
in Memphis, and
And
you're from Georgia.
it was on Vine, and everybody started using that audio from that to and they was making like meme vines on Vine.
Wow. How old were you?
I had to be like this had to be like my junior.
Oh my goodness!
Senior-
Look at the young Mr.
senior-
Hotspot. Is that
With
you?
the hair.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
about like
dude.
2-3 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah,
So-
I used to have longer hair when I was younger.
You had braids?
Different.
Yeah, and I had like twists at one point in time. They almost looked like dreads, but it was real stereotypical having dreads. So I used to like braid it back or put it up.
Mm.
Yeah,
Nice.
I cut it though.
Doesn't it feel
Nice,
better?
fresh. It's,
A
listen,
little fresh cut.
I'm always with it.
And I used to have a big beard too at a young age because I was taking biotin at one point in time. Because I heard about it. I was like, oh, biotin.
What is biotin?
It makes your hair grow.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why were you taking biotin?
Yo, I need some of that.
No, I was just trying to. I heard about it. I was into like looking up health stuff. I seen that. I was like, oh, I'm going to try it. But I started growing hair on my chest,
Oh,
everywhere. I was like, all right, I got to chill. Yeah.
so how often were you taking these?
It was a blur. It was a
I'm just asking for myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, if anyone understands, Ray can't grow a
Damn.
beard.
Oh no,
You gotta pay Ray to grow a beard.
my beard grows.
Wow.
It's
He
just-
shaved
it's
all his
patchy.
cheeks off right now, and now
Yeah.
he's feeling
It's
some type
patchy.
of way.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
don't really have that much hair. That's why he shaves his head and his
Nah,
beard.
really, my biggest thing is my hairline. I'm not gonna lie
Yeah.
about that.
Look at the head.
So
you
now
can't see it.
biotin. We're gonna bring back some
But you know,
biotin.
it's
It's
going
not
on.
bad. It's not
Oh.
bad. Like,
I
chill.
like to get a little.
Have you
straight.
seen LeBron James like 5 years ago?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
see his plugs. He's
Well,
right.
okay. So now you realize that Vine works.
Mm.
What makes you like? How do you go from Vine to where you are today?
So we was dancing, and I could honestly say it was a lot of unity, cause we are dancing in groups,
Mm-hmm.
saying "yeah" after every move, and it was so hype. It was so fun, and it was so like creative, cause you could like hit a different move in between the "yeah." So we was coming out with new moves all the time.
That's crazy.
So, like different people started posting them, things like that, like different celebrities, stuff like that. And then like,
Posting them on Instagram.
yeah, like on some like, this when the repost app came out.
Oh, and that was
They
hot.
like, oh yeah, well, I'm
was
gonna
hype.
put this on my page. And then like,
That was big, really.
Yeah,
And then
reposting was
that,
big.
Wow.
after that, we start getting into like music videos. So I was in something called The Crew. It was me and a few other boys who stayed close to each other in Norcross. One of them was my cousin. Shout out to him, Miles Autry.
Shout out. Give him
Shout
a
out
round
to
of applause.
Tusi.
Hey.
Shout out to Noah. Yeah, and later on, Michi came through.
That's tight.
So we was all dancing in the McDonald's parking lot. When We Are Tunes came out with Nene.
Ooh.
Oh,
Watch me
Oh,
wait.
the Nene.
Wow.
So we started doing the Nene, and we had to make it more masculine because people thought it was feminine.
I see
So
what
instead
it
of
said.
saying "hoo-ah," we were saying "yeah." And then we
I
was
need to
like,
see a video of this.
Yeah. So we was doing that, and then we just stayed consistent, posting videos all the time.
Did you each post on your own accounts, or did you guys have a group account?
We posted on our own accounts, but it'll be
The whole
15 seconds. So we all knew that you could get out about 4 moves in 15 seconds. So we'll do a whole video and then send it to everybody, and then you post your part of that video.
Oh,
on your
that's so
page.
cool.
So
Okay,
everybody checking
Everyone's
each other
page.
page to see like, oh, what you did, like that. That's like later on. That's not like some OG. Yeah.
So now you guys are popping off. You guys are all supporting each other.
Yeah, exactly.
Building
so
a
we all
community.
like growing together.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Mhm.
That's what it takes to build something. You need to build together.
Unity.
Unity is the most important
Some
part.
type of team.
Yeah,
like I
of
was
course.
talking about. Yeah.
And now the dancing videos are hot and everyone's loving it.
Mm-hmm. So then dancing started becoming even more important because we started putting a visual on music.
Okay.
Yeah, because
You
at
just-
first
yeah.
we wasn't dancing to music until Michi came around.
Okay.
Michi was already doing solo videos to people's songs. So then we was hyped up just doing ad libs. So he came and then we started hyping up the people's songs that he was getting probably like paid to like
The hype,
post
yeah.
and promote. Yeah.
Mhm.
So we started doing like visuals. This where the circles come into play, like where people seeing like the Atlanta dances in the circles and stuff like that. We was with tunes as well. So yeah, we was doing that, and then you could see like it evolving over time.
Yeah, little by little. And then
Yeah.
how did you become yourself? Because now I didn't even know about all this dancing. I didn't even
Mhm.
know about
Yeah,
the crazy path
We
that,
knew
that
about
got
your
you
other
here.
stuff.
Yeah. Like, how did Delicioso come about?
So before we get there,
Yeah.
all right. So I moved from Norcross to Lawrenceville,
Wait, is this all in Georgia still?
Atlanta. Yeah.
No, so Lawrenceville is close to Atlanta. Or it's in Atlanta.
Lawrenceville is further
From,
from downtown Atlanta than Norcross.
okay.
Oh.
It's on the north side where the Migos from.
Okay.
Mm.
So I moved to over where the Migos territory at.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm on their side of town now. So I basically moved from with my granddad and my aunt to with my mom. Cause you remember
Okay.
I used to stay down south with
Yeah.
my mom, but to play sports, I moved up because they had like a
So the high
great
school.
sports school. But
Yeah.
my cousin, he graduated. Both of my older cousins, they graduated. Things like that, and it was like top in the nation in football.
Wow.
So I moved with my senior year. I moved with my mom to Lawrenceville, and I started going to a school called Berkmar. That's the school Quavo went to.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah. So I started going to that school, and so I'm over there by myself really, and basically Michi, he was closer to Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
So instead of him driving all the way to Lawrenceville to pick me up and then bring me somewhere
Mm-hmm.
back to Atlanta, he'll come and pick Tusi up from Norcross and take Tusi, and
Okay.
they'll go.
So they kind of left you alone.
So, cause I was all the way like,
far
All the way.
even though I stay close to Michi mom
Okay.
house, but that's like his parents' house. I stay close to that, but it'd be like so much driving for him to do that, and I understood. So, we made a few moves while I was in Lawrenceville. Like he put us on with the Future Commas video.
Okay.
Mm.
We was in that video, and that's when we was in the K Camp video.
Okay.
So we started.
Which song by K Camp?
It's called Slade or something like
Oh,
that.
yeah, I like the, what was it? Those. I like the money, babe.
Oh, money,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, man.
But anywho, so we was doing official videos with top artists now.
So you
in
did the
Atlanta.
Future one. You did the
K Camp
K Camp.
while I'm still in high school.
Lit. Woo.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
now you're like the coolest kid
Yeah,
in
y'all
high
just
school.
dancing, doing positive stuff, too.
Actually, I don't know if you could say the coolest kid. I was just turning up the whole school.
Hey.
Like
Just the
turning
mascot.
up the whole school. Like
Oh,
literally.
Look at your boy in the Future video. That's you.
Yeah.
With the hat, with the bucket hat?
Nah, that's Michi. I'm right here.
Oh, there you
Yeah.
go.
Cat.
Oh,
Yeah.
Hotspot got moves.
I didn't even
Yeah,
know
yeah,
about
I
that.
know.
I had no
Hotspot got
idea.
moves.
I'm
bro.
still learning.
Nah, you got
learning.
moves, bro.
So we was in that. And then so I'm still in high school, and then the dance Hypno Folks come out.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So it's a transformation from Nene that we've been doing all high school to Hypno Folks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
Hit
to
them
give y'all the rundown on the dance, how all the dancing started was, since I was playing football with my cousin, we had a turn up dance after we won games, right?
Yeah.
So we was my cousin, the year I didn't play football, they went undefeated, but I
Wow.
still come in the locker room and
And
turn up because my
your
cousin was
cousin-
like the star football
Yeah.
player. So I was still coming in the locker room, turning them up after games. So then I played the next year, and then this is my cousin's senior year. I'll come in, and after games, we'll turn up. This one, Nene, like, it's in there. It's well established now.
Mhm.
So we turning up. And we won state. We won state that year, too.
So you were
Yeah.
really turned
So,
up.
like, doing all that dancing, it just prepared me for my senior year when I was able to dance with the, like,
Celebrities and
celebrities
music.
and stuff like that. And Tusi, he was fire. Even though he didn't play on the football team, he was so fire. He still like one of the most best dancers to me personally. And he was basically challenging, like, bro, I'm really harder than y'all, like that.
And he was
like,
pushing you. He was
all right.
pushing you to dance.
So
better.
instead of us going against each other, we start helping each other. Like,
That's amazing.
yeah. So instead of us like going against each other, like, I want to be better than you, you want to be better than me. I'm like, bro, I'll be your hype man. So I was basically the hype man
You were the hype man for the hype man.
for
the
basically
turn
the most turned up dancer. Like, Tusi so turned up, and he was snapping. And he was catching all my ad libs on point.
There you
Going
go.
in.
Feeding off of each other.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
feeding off of
That
each
must
other.
have been good.
So then, I graduate.
Wait, so senior year you don't dance as much because
Yeah, senior year, I'm
He's dancing,
turning
he's
up
not
You're
because
turning up with
I go from Norcross to Burtmar.
okay.
So they already knew me on social media. Me going to Burtmar, they already knew us. Like, all our surrounding schools knew us. And junior year, that's when stuff started popping off with dancing.
Mm-hmm.
It got to the point where people was moving from outside of the state to come to our school for
Oh, wow.
sports and just to turn up with us.
Wow.
But my cousin already graduated, and then Tusi, he was a little bit so big that he couldn't, like, he had like a lot of stuff going on. So like, I was the only one at school. Noah, he moved overseas, something like that.
So you were turning up the whole school.
So they started getting strict in Norcross, and they banned dancing.
What? Are you serious?
They was hating
Noah got expelled from school
For
for dancing.
for dancing.
Yeah, because every time we would dance, people, everybody up. Yo.
Oh.
So it's like enticing like a riot or something.
Yeah, it started getting strong.
So you were like a real dance crew.
Like,
There's a
we
hype
start
crew at this
turning
point.
is
up.
This is not a
crazy.
dance
This
crew
is
anymore.
crazy.
That's awesome.
So then, we really couldn't dance that much, or we had to dance after school where they really can't say nothing to us instead of in between class. So then when I moved with my mom and went to Burtmar, they gave me the free, like, do whatever you want. It was real when Watch Me Whip, Watch Me Nene
Mhm.
came out, and I'm in class and like they call me on the intercom, like, oh, send me to the principal office. I get butterflies in my stomach. I'm like, I ain't want to get in trouble my whole senior year. I'm like, bro, I'm stay out of trouble. I'm gonna still turn up though. I get called to the principal office, and one of the assistant principals was asking me like how to do a dance, like teach her, teach her, and that's when I was like, oh yeah,
This is it.
okay,
I'm good.
Oh.
yeah.
You had
That's
him in your
sick.
back pocket.
And then it was like pet rallies. They'll let me come turn up. And a pet rally, one time we were so turned up on a pet rally that everybody like ran on the floor at once, and like we all
That's so sick.
turned up. Oh! Yeah, so high school was so turned. I graduate. At my graduation, I hit a dance. After I grabbed my diploma.
On the stage.
Yeah, everybody. Hey! Then after that, everybody who else is graduating, like people will come up there, do a quick little dance right quick,
That's
get off. Yeah, so we was just piped up,
Trendsetting,
like
man.
turn.
That's awesome.
So then a big occurrence happened. And then this how the crew split up. Basically the music that we was dancing to, it was real vulgar. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mhm.
real trapped out. So then like after after high school, cause I ain't go straight to college, because
Mhm.
I knew I was gonna take this lane,
Mm-hmm.
but like I started staying at one of my manager houses to make music.
Mm-hmm. So now you went from dancing to music, and now you want to make music.
Yeah, cause I made Crew Libs, the one that you heard.
Okay, yeah.
And then I started making a little bit more songs and stuff
Okay.
like that. So with it, and my concept was basically go without cursing in it, stuff
Mhm.
like that. So I'm doing that, and it was one time I was like making the music. I usually be isolated whenever
Mhm.
I'm
Making
making music, like, and they taught me how to like work the Pro Tools and all that. So I'm like recording and then
So you're
editing
nice
it
with
myself.
it. Wow.
So I grew to like know how to
How to build it.
edit the music and all that and bounce it and all that kind
Engineer,
of stuff.
all that
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah. So while I'm in there, I'm basically seeing like stuff that I need to change in order to grow. So one thing was the clothes I was wearing. Like we used to wear this brand called Local Trap Star. But I'm like, we need to do something positive. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? But shout out to
Build yourself up.
yeah. I'm like, we need to, cause we was wearing all they clothes in our videos.
Mhm.
So I was like, I remember somebody's mom, like it was somebody's son asking, like, oh, what does that mean? She was asking, cause her son wanted to get one.
I'll get a T-shirt that said Trap Star.
That Local Trap Star, and she like, what does that mean? Like asking me. Cause I had another shirt. It said just straight trap on it.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, bro, like, man, when we dancing with this clothes on, we basically promoting this. know what I'm
Exactly.
saying?
Yeah.
Then, the music we was dancing to, it was one day, it hit me hard what we was dancing to. And I was like, yeah, bro, I can't dance to this no more.
You told the whole crew, or you just told one person?
Yeah. Like we had a meeting because we had just got a newer cameraman that was
Oh.
fire. He like, his name Jason Linder. He got his own production team called Hadia's Production. We had his crib, and we about to record like one of our first videos with him and stuff like that. And I was just telling him, like, bruh, like we gotta switch up what we dancing to.
Change the vibe.
Yeah.
Change the energy.
Cause you gotta remember we was dancing to straight ad libs at first.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't until Michi came in, he was dancing to songs.
Yeah.
So then, like, when we started dancing to the
Song.
music, like, we always listened to that type of music growing
Yeah.
up, but it ain't start hitting me till I had to start acting the music out,
Mm-hmm.
like, embodying the music.
I really like-
and then,
Okay,
like,
putting your energy into it. your
yeah, now
body.
you hearing what you dancing to because you got to
Yeah.
act the words out.
For sure.
Yeah. So, like, when it's saying certain type of
It made
things,
you. It
you
made
like-
you uncomfortable. Made you unhappy.
it's like, wait,
No,
I'm
for sure.
promoting this, you know what I'm saying? And once I show people how to move to it,
Mm-hmm.
they gonna start moving to it, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Or you might start liking this song
Yeah.
because how we moving to it.
And it might influence something that you do or think or
Exactly. I'm basically part of the
part of the problem.
exactly.
But they
But
weren't
I want to
down-
be part of the solution.
Exactly.
They
So
weren't down to go back to just ad libs.
Nah, we was too deep in
You can't
at
take
that
a step
time.
back like that. That's like
yeah, they were making
multiple
money
steps
probably
back.
too.
We was too deep in at that
Sure.
time because around like a little bit before that, we went on our first award show with 2 Chainz.
Mhm.
Lit.
And this when the Io Hawk came out. That's the hoverboard looking thing.
Oh yeah.
yeah. We was the first ones to dance on
on
them,
those.
on television.
Wow.
What
Yeah.
show was it?
It was the BET Players Awards.
Nice.
Yeah.
So you realize you're not dancing to this music no
Yeah,
more.
yeah,
You
yeah.
realize you need to switch it up.
Switch
Even
it
the way
up.
you dress, the way
Mhm.
the music you listen to. What else did you need to switch up?
Just those 2 main points I
Those are
wanted
2 main points.
to work on at that time. Yeah.
So you went from wearing like baggy clothes and trap. What was it called? Trap star.
Local trap star.
Local
Yeah,
trap
yeah,
star.
yeah.
And then you started to wear what? What did you change to?
I'm gonna be honest. It wasn't until I started hanging out with Odell where I started getting a little bit more drip. You know what I'm saying? Cause Odell be tripping
All the
I ain't-
time.
Yeah.
All
Like
the
he swag. So being around Odell, you gotta hold yourself like, you know
To-
what I'm
to
saying?
that standard.
Yeah, to a higher quality.
How'd you meet Odell?
If I'm not mistaken, he used to watch some of the videos we used to
Oh,
make.
lit.
The
dancing.
turn up videos, and then you
Yeah.
remember like he was doing a celebration
Yeah.
dances and stuff like that. So we linked up. When we linked up, it felt like you
Like
know
you
what
were
I'm saying?
brothers.
Yeah,
That's you in the beats.
yeah.
Wow. Lit.
That's sick.
You
Oh,
guys
that's
had to
the
rehearse
Yeah.
too. Yeah, the hoverboard. He said
That's
it.
I thought it was like the actual hoverboard.
Yeah,
It's like
We were turned up on the hoverboards.
Where's this guy?
That's sick.
So we did that with 2 Chainz, and then
And then you guys split up because they didn't want to change the music.
yeah, they wanted to stick with that. And
Were you afraid when you realized it was splitting up, or were you comfortable with the situation? What was it like?
So my mom already told me like that January. She didn't tell me about the music. She was just telling me about basically the people who I was with.
Mm-hmm.
Don't be surprised if you know
If
what I'm
things
saying.
change.
Yeah.
If stuff changed, cause I was telling you about like when I was all the way in Lawrenceville,
Yeah.
and
They wouldn't pick you
Still-
up. Yeah.
they were still making moves, but I understood that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because
they
you were
was still-
further away.
Yeah. So I was happy for them, but
That's awesome.
so my mom already foretold me so I could prepare
For
for
that.
what was coming up.
That's
so
awesome.
The
Shout
way
out
that
moms.
Yeah, shout out to
the way I prepare is that December before, my homeboy showed me about Snapchat.
Mm-hmm.
So he was on Snapchat hard. I knew about Snapchat, but I wasn't on it like that. So I got on Snapchat. and
What was your
then
name on
Snapchat.
Snapchat?
Same, Mr.
Hotspot.
Underscore Hotspot.
You
It's
get
still
it.
that.
That's what I gotta commend
That's
you on.
easy, man. You
something
have to.
something that you did, and I don't think you realize it, is that you kept your name the same on everything, and not a lot of people do that.
You hear the crunch?
Yeah.
You got
What?
some fresh strawberries.
Yeah.
Those are some fresh
and
strawberries.
you were able to get your name on everything, which is also crazy
Yeah, that's
too.
beautiful. Thanks to Father and Mother.
Yeah, that's a blessing. Not everyone can get their name on everything.
Yeah. So my homeboy showed me about Snapchat, and so then that January when I transferred schools, I was recording what I was doing in school on Snapchat.
This
and
is
I had
college?
This
Just
is my
the
senior year.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Right when he breaks up, when you're turning up.
Nah,
to-
this
no.
before all of
Okay.
that. This when my mom told me basically like what's
ready.
going on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I'm on Snapchat every day posting like what I'm doing in school, and I had code talk too. Basically, I say something that the people they understand, but the people who I'm talking to they don't understand what I'm talking about. So only the people who watching me, we know
Right,
what's
right,
going
right, right,
exactly
right.
what's going on. And everybody still knew us from like Instagram, so people start shifting from my Instagram to Snapchat. So all the surrounding counties was watching. So some of the words that I'll be saying, then they'll be saying it in their school and like telling people to like.
So
Wow,
you're
you
setting
were-
a trend.
Yeah, he was.
Trendsetter.
Yeah, you were
You were
doing your own slang.
major trendsetter.
So then that's how we came out with Smackable, all that kind of stuff. Like
Oh, that was on Snapchat the whole
Snapchat.
time.
I was eating some Honey Smacks.
I remember this.
I was eating some Honey Smacks.
Money smacks.
That's how good them honey smacks was.
I love
Yeah.
Honey Smacks. I haven't had Honey Smacks in a minute.
They
but
so,
they're
good. Yo,
They're crunchy
There was something
and
with
soft.
a Cinnabon too, right?
cinnamon.
Because
yeah.
I saw all these
Mhm.
on Twitter. Like, I guess someone had like screen recorded or something, and it was all blurry. And they would post it on Twitter, and this shit would get, like, would get retweeted. And I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
where is this coming from?
Yeah, that's crazy. So, Snapchat. I had a little dog. And he was a Yorkie, but I called him a German Shepherd. And he started acting like one over time. I guess your words are powerful. He'll bark like a German Shepherd. He'll get the lick. I call it lickables and stuff like that. Since I had the smackables, and he'll start licking and stuff. It was so funny. So I used to do little skits with him, and my dog started turning into like this type of actor, like where he was on cue, like with everything. So we was going up on the Snapchat, and then I basically got to like 50 to 60,000 viewers on
a
Snapchat.
story?
Yeah, on Snapchat story. So around that time, like 50 to 60 views, you got to understand on Snapchat.
That's a lot.
That's a lot.
That's
That's a lot.
50 to 60,000 people individually
Yeah.
Watching.
watching.
Imagine that many people in a room.
Yeah.
You
That's
can't.
every time. That's
Just to get- just-
there's 18,000
Yeah,
people in
that's
Staples Center.
5 Staples Centers. 5.
Three.
No, that's 5.
What you talking about?
60,000?
Yes, I
18,000.
said 20,000 times 3.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Come on,
Mm.
chill.
I'm thinking 10.
And
Five.
those are different accounts too.
Yeah.
And then not even including the people that they
They're
showing
showing it
too.
too. Yeah.
Oh, I got you.
So like during school it's crazy because they going crazy at the lunch tables showing like the story. You know what I'm saying? And
So-
then
So now you're low-key famous.
so like
Low-key.
like
He's
50,000
locally known for sure.
For
locally
sure.
known.
Yeah,
Like,
definitely.
everyone knows who you are.
Like in the surrounding counties,
In the
everyone knows
surroundings,
who
How did
yeah.
you
you
feel
were.
at that point when you realized you were reaching 60,000 people?
So like seeing my cousin Fame and how he took it, you
With
know
the
what I'm
football?
saying?
You're talking
Yeah,
about
with
with football?
football.
Okay.
It taught me a lot
Mm-hmm.
before it came. You know what I'm saying? So like when it came, it's just like I was raised around like famous known family for football. So it was like when that
Gotta kind of
attention
handle it a little better than.
when that attention came, it was like, oh, I understand what's going on.
I've been here before.
It's like I done seen like
Yeah.
how this work,
Mhm.
kind of, you know. So yeah,
So you were ready for it.
so it was like,
So then you
That's
have
the
50 to
father.
60,000 views on Snapchat
mhm,
per story.
yeah.
That doesn't even count how many times they
Yeah.
see it again and again and
Yeah.
again.
Did you
Mm.
put Delicioso on Snapchat?
Delicioso? Nah, that was until Instagram.
That's the one that popped off the
That's the one.
most, huh?
That's
think
how
so?
I found out who you were.
For real?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
I knew like when I saw you, I was like,
Mhm.
I know I've heard that before somewhere.
That's crazy.
That's awesome.
I was actually at Ayo and Teo house. You know
Mhm.
Ayo and Teo, the dancers that
Yeah.
got the mask.
Yeah.
I was at their house, and actually one of my somebody that I know from Norcross, they came over with one of their friends, and they brought Cinnabons.
That's so
That's the
and,
one.
and they cooked Cinnabons for us. And I was like, record this, and then I grabbed it, and you know, on Snapchat, I always used to talk about food, like show what I was eating that night, the process, all that kind of stuff. So like, it was low key like a cooking channel slash turned up slash just everything, really.
Yeah. With your dog.
So, yeah, exactly. So bit into it. I was
And that was it.
yeah.
The rest is history.
Yeah.
That's crazy. So everything happened really naturally.
Mm-hmm.
Everything was slow. It
was
you didn't wake
organic.
up. Yeah, it was super organic.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So good.
Delicioso.
It was all organic. Really, everything organic.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Ain't really no bag behind pushing what be going on too much. But I could just give thanks to Father and Mother for it.
That's awesome. And now that you're Mr. Hotspot, everywhere
Mhm.
we go, people recognize you.
It's insane, man. Let me
Delicioso.
tell
It's
you,
crazy.
everywhere
Dude, in
we go,
Atlanta, do you
everywhere
remember?
we
You
go.
opened the window. It was like 10 o'clock at night. It was dark.
Yeah.
and
It-
you're like,
all
"Hey,
these-
have a beautiful day." It's like
Uh,
you're the guy from Instagram.
Wow.
I mean,
You were in the
Everyone.
car. You remember when you ordered the donuts in the
Yeah,
drive-thru? She didn't even
yeah.
see you. She heard you.
That's
we was
crazy.
sitting here and we heard outside like, "Hey, I know you from." We were like,
Yeah, we're
"Whoa,
right
we-"
here.
Mhm.
I was like, "Yo, that's crazy." You walked out and then you came in and you walked back out again, and somebody else caught you. I was like, "Damn, yo,
Mhm.
he's not gonna be able to go get his haircut."
Oh, that's crazy.
I was
So
like, "It's crazy."
so now
That's a
that
small world.
Yeah,
Social
it's-
media make the world so small.
made
Man.
it tiny,
Yeah.
That's
super
crazy.
super small.
yeah, Instagram is crazy, man.
It's
It
Yeah,
reaches so
social
many
media.
people.
What's your
Sure.
favorite social media platform?
It gotta be.
Mm.
Yeah, it gotta be.
Favorite? It was Snapchat. Snapchat was that.
Oh, honestly.
It was
thing.
fun. It was fun when it was hot.
I did.
Yeah, yeah.
I wasn't a big Snapchat person.
But really, when Instagram took the stories,
it was over.
It was over.
That's
Rest in
what,
peace,
like,
bro.
grab everything.
Yeah, they did take
They
over.
took
Because
that.
I was on the stories
Ah.
heavy on the Snapchat. That was like the thing.
Yeah.
It was like, oh, look,
It was the
look at my day.
story,
Nah,
bro.
man,
It was
and
the
They say,
story.
"Give me that."
yeah.
I need that, and then upgraded it, and then turned it up.
and then
on
added
some
filters.
I don't know,
Question?
though.
Nah.
The
The
filters-
Snapchat.
Snapchat
on-
filters
Nah,
are fire,
that's
though.
what I'm
Filters
saying.
still go
I
crazy.
was about to say
To this
yeah.
day.
Snapchat-
To this day. Hey, watch out. Watch out.
Dang, we don't have it. We don't have it.
Oh my goodness, I need that one.
So wait. So now everywhere you go, people know who you are. Everywhere. Like,
How does that feel walking out? Like, how does
yeah. How does it feel to be famous for making people smile and turn
Mhm.
up? Because you're not famous for acting. You're not famous
That's what's
for.
so
Mhm.
fucking.
That's
so
what- that's
cool.
the
You're famous
best
for
part.
being yourself.
Yeah.
You're famous for being you and making people happy.
Yeah, I
That's
thank
sick.
Father and Mother for it. I feel like it was for my salvation too, cause when I'm always telling somebody to smile, if they ever see me in person, and say if I'm like in the zone, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
I'm not really paying attention what's going on around. They're like, "Oh, smile for him," and I gotta remind myself like, "Oh yeah, let me smile right
For
quick."
sure.
Yeah, so I always
So it's a
keep me,
blessing.
like,
but
joyful.
how does it feel to be the? I guess you're like the mascot for happiness.
Mm.
Honestly,
The personification.
right now,
of smile.
in this time that we're in right now, you really that's,
You're-
that's
yeah.
a great way to
Yeah,
describe it.
you're like the mascot for happiness, and you're really important. I don't think you realize how important you are.
Honestly,
Mm.
for real, and that reach that you
Yeah.
have is so crazy.
And the
man.
fact that you haven't swayed from who you are, like
Mhm.
it's not about money with you. It's not about fame. It's not
Yeah.
about fancy things.
For
like-
anybody out there that doesn't know him, Hotspot is this same person every single day at all times. 3 o'clock in the morning.
What at
in
3
the
o'clock
middle
in the
of a
morning?
mural. Yeah, I mean,
At-
like,
At 3 a.m., he's on
Mm.
Instagram Live talking to people.
yo,
I can hear it.
in every state we've been in every place we've been in, no matter what the situation is.
Even when he's
always-
ordering food or sitting in a drive-thru for Krispy Kreme donuts.
Yeah, that was good.
That's
Just
his
having
favorite
a
thing.
conversation with you,
Yeah.
anything.
And that's really important, man. Keeping that authenticity
yeah.
So-
throughout is important.
But how does it feel?
Yeah, actually, it's the person right in front of you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really y'all, but y'all don't
you
know
just feed
about
up
it.
our energy somehow.
Cause there's some goodness in you that's gracious.
That's really
Amen,
great. That's,
amen.
That's
goodness
appreciate it.
gracious, that's good. Look, y'all all smiling good right now.
Yeah,
like
you
it's
got
really
us.
y'all. It's really y'all, but y'all don't realize.
But you
it.
bring it out
Yeah,
in
but
people.
I bet
don't
you if you were in a
energy,
room
man.
full of people that are like
Mm.
sad and angry, you would bring out happiness
Mm.
in that
you
room.
do. You do. The
You have
other
to.
day I walked in and you were like, "Where's your smile?" And that's honestly, it was like,
Yeah,
you're not smiling big enough. And I was like, "You're right. I'm
Yeah.
not." And I smiled, and that's important.
Yeah.
And it's a blessing
Mhm.
to be around it. It's a blessing. So now what do you do with it? Now that you have this reach, now that you make everyone happy, now that
Mhm.
people all around the world, when I mean all around the world,
Mhm.
I mean all around the world know you for Mr. Happy Face, Mr. Smile.
Mhm.
What do you do with it now?
So now the important part is not having like some temporary happiness, but eternal happiness and joy.
And
Yeah.
how and what are the new ways you make people smile? Because personally,
Mhm.
I know that you're making music.
Mhm.
I've heard some of the music.
Mhm.
It makes me smile.
Yeah.
For real.
Oh
Mhm.
yeah, no.
Ah.
Honestly, I heard that song. It says "Smile like Mr. Hot Spot." I was like, yo, I
Oh.
mean, I just heard that like a week ago. I was like, no way. I was
Shout
like,
out to Snoop Dogg for that.
That's
shout
awesome.
Out.
Yeah,
Oh, that was
Yeah.
Yo,
Oh, that's Snoop Dogg. What a small world.
that's awesome, man.
So now you're using new ways to make people happy.
Mhm.
I know that you're doing music, guys. This album is crazy.
yeah, no, it's coming.
Yeah, I
It's
heard
not-
some stuff.
It's not no
Ooh.
It's
trap
coming.
music. It's
Mhm.
not no negative. It's
It's
not
just
no.
happy vibes,
It's just
man.
happy, positive energy.
Mhm.
Like that's how it's happy energy
Mhm.
for your ears,
Right.
24/7.
Wow.
So you're making music.
Yo,
You're
we
also-
not hyping you either, bro. You're
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, we're just stating facts at
You-
this
you
point.
can ask
Thanks to
anybody.
father and mother.
Nah,
I
you're
don't
right.
hype anybody. I usually put people.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
a little
Put
harsh.
people back in their place.
Yeah, I'm a kind of harsh person.
But you
Um,
can't deny it. It's
yeah.
awesome.
So you make happiness for my ears. Like I listened to the album. You sent it to me the other day.
Mm-hmm.
I loved it.
Wow.
I loved it. I showed it to everyone I had a barbecue.
Mm-hmm.
I was only playing your music. People had to
Wow.
say, "Yo, pause!" Like
Chill.
you put it on loop too many times.
I was playing it though. I
Yeah.
was like, "Yo, run that back."
Oh,
I was
wow.
like,
Running it back.
honestly, that smile song, I
Yeah.
was yo, and it
Mhm.
made me smile, bro. I'm like, I'm
Smiling.
just
Look, he's
Good.
smiling right
Yeah. It's crazy, yo.
Okay.
Bro, that's the part that I can't wait for. Like,
I can't
people
wait for you to put it
smile.
out.
Yeah,
I'm
for
excited
sure.
for you to put it out.
Mhm.
Everyone, it's coming soon. I promise.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
y'all
He
working on
promised me that it's coming soon.
Y'all working
I
on
heard
something
one
crazy right
when
now,
we
too.
were in the car with Moose.
Oh,
I know
yeah.
it didn't. Is it gonna be?
Oh, I don't know if
I
that's
can't
gonna be
really
on your
talk,
album.
but-
Which one?
I mean,
The collaboration you did with someone recently. I don't know if you want us to talk about it or not.
Mhm.
He wears a 3 hat.
Yeah, I don't know if that one.
I heard
We
it.
gotta ask
and that was
him.
fire.
Wow.
But he didn't put on the album.
Just to give you guys a hint,
ah,
So that means you know what that means, right?
It's
gonna
That
be
means
a
it's available
single.
for you
Yeah.
to
You
take.
you should call him.
Yeah, I should call him at X, you know.
Yeah, you never
X.
know.
Yeah, but this his time to shine. You
Yeah.
know?
It is. It is. It is.
And whenever I went to record that with him, I was letting him know, like, bro, this your time to do what,
do what you
doing.
wanna do.
You know what I'm saying?
Just to give you guys
So-
an idea of how humble Hotspot is, the other day we were shooting a video in Odell's house,
Mhm.
and Hotspot happened to show up. It was like a huge coincidence.
yeah, that was crazy.
So
That was
Yeah,
I thought
that
I was
was fun.
so excited to see.
Yeah,
I
him.
was so
I
happy
was-
you were
I
there.
was
I
man.
was
It
so
made him comfortable
excited.
knowing
It made
that
him
we knew
comfortable.
you.
Same
Yeah.
time,
Yeah, bro.
Mm.
I'm telling you, we went to film at his house. It was late at night, and
It was
Hotspot
weird.
pulls up. Now, mind you, I had never met Odell to that day, and I was a
Mhm.
little nervous.
Mhm.
I'm close with Jarvis,
Mhm.
but I didn't know how Odell moved.
Right.
And coming in, and you gotta
Mhm.
feel it
Yeah.
out.
Yeah, like in his
That's
own
crazy.
house.
Yeah,
Like you
no.
didn't want
in
to
his own house. We're
Yeah.
filming in his house,
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
Hotspot comes in, and his energy lights the room on
Yeah.
fire.
Wow.
Lit it up.
That definitely
Yeah.
it brought it back to like.
brought
It brought it.
Cool.
Like-
It lit
Life.
everyone up. It got everyone happy,
Mhm.
and it made him comfortable. It made me comfortable.
It made everybody come.
So we wanted you in the video. I was like, Hotspot, you're
Mhm.
gonna get in the video. We mic'd you up,
Mhm.
and Hotspot said 2 things.
Mhm.
It's not my time to shine. Let O do his thing. Let Kai do his thing. I'll stand in the back.
Yeah.
And for you to say that, it takes a big man, because, like, no offense, O is huge, and
Mhm.
to be in a video with O,
Mhm.
a lot of people would do anything in the world to get in a video with
Right.
O.
Right.
And then to make it like this video is going to be on like Bleacher Report, it's going to be huge,
Mhm.
and you just say, hey, I'm going to take a step back, I'm going to let them take on their shine and do
Yeah.
their thing.
Like let them do their thing.
That's how you continue.
You're a
to prosper.
confident person, and you're a humble person, and you're a
Mhm.
good person, because I know thousands of people that would have paid or begged me to be in that video.
Right.
And the fact that you're like, I'm going to take a step back, I'm going to let you guys do your thing, and you doing that again with this track, which I
Mhm.
heard, which is fire.
Mhm.
Like fire, fire, fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's that fire.
So you're a good person, and now that you're making happy music for people,
Mhm.
the karma has to be good. Like you're such a
Yeah.
good person. You make good music. You're all about happiness. You're all about kindness. You're all about like positivity.
Mhm.
It could only go up,
Yeah.
and it could only be accepted with like open arms and happiness from other people.
Mhm.
So now that you're making music, and I heard you're making music videos.
Mhm.
So tell me about this new theme you've kind of invented for your videos.
Yeah.
Because it kind of ties into all like this kind of person that you are.
Mhm. So the music videos tie into what you were speaking about earlier, the unity. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And then basically, I did a song with Jackson. He like a dancer.
Oh,
He
yeah.
made the dance called Jaywalk.
The Jaywalk.
Yeah, and it's on
Yo, it's up right now.
Yeah, it's on
Fort.
It's on Fortnite now,
Crazy.
and people
That's
like
crazy.
trying to like that Fortnite like
That's
the top
crazy.
game.
Yeah. My brother
Oh,
plays
yeah.
that all night.
Yeah,
Bro, my brother
so
was on Fortnite in like 2014. I wish I would have invested.
That's crazy. So, he needed a song for the Jaywalk,
Mm-hmm.
and we like, bro, let's make a song for it. You know what I'm saying? And we made the song with Jackson, and he see the process of how it's going,
Mm-hmm.
and then the video shoot. We just told people, hey, pull up at this location, maybe like a day before, something like that. And a lot of people came, more than what we expected.
As it should be.
And since the music was positive, thanks to father and mother, everybody came with a positive mindset too, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And everybody was working together. Even though as many of us, everybody was working together as one.
That's
than
awesome.
It's my, like, let me do me, or let me do
Mhm.
this, or
Sure. I always
Everybody,
wonder
like, hyping each other up.
how does it feel? Like sometimes
So it's like
you
a
know,
full circle, low key,
Mhm.
because you used to be in like these hype dances, hype
Mhm.
crews.
Yeah.
Then you did your own music. Now
Mhm.
you're doing music, which is all about positivity.
Mhm.
And now you're doing hype crews in your
Mhm.
music videos
Yeah,
about
exactly.
positivity.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy. Everything you do comes full circle.
Yeah, exactly. It's like a movement. You got to show people a movement for them to want to be a part of the movement.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and you by yourself are a movement. Your happiness, your bravado, your excitement. Like you walk into the room, you're like the happiest person. You start screaming and woohoo! Yeah. And-
Smile for 'em.
Like that.
And everyone gets happy, everyone gets a little
Mhm.
excited, and everyone gets excited to see you. Like I could feel you when you're coming. Like I don't have to
Mm.
see you, I could feel it. And now you're doing that on a larger scale with like little groups of people or bigger groups of people.
Mhm.
It's amazing. And then you're
Yeah.
putting it out on the internet
Mhm.
for everyone to get hyped and be happy and
Mhm.
positive.
Exactly.
It's a full on movement. It's a
Yeah.
lifestyle.
Yeah, I feel like this gonna be a big change on music. You know, if it hit and stick,
Mm-hmm.
it's gonna be a real big change.
It's
on
gonna
music.
stick. It's
'Cause
gonna stick.
the messages that's being given out through music and the frequencies that's given out on it is like, you know, kind of dark right now. So we gotta put some
Put some light in it.
light in it. Yeah. So I was telling y'all about that survey that I seen. It was
No.
it was something that I watched at Zion. It was called Praising Prophets. To get straight to the point, in this video, it was showing how the different frequencies and vibrations got a big effect on our mindset and brain, like the messages and all that. Like our brain kind of like a sponge to the music that we listen to. So it was showing like the water, right? If you play classical music next to the water, the vibrations from the classical music actually make the water form like kind of crystals, like the snowflake crystal looking things. But if you play like rock music with the like
yeah.
hitting, it'll like make the water splash like everywhere.
For sure.
So the point that I was trying to make is our body is made up of 70% or more water. So what
Mhm.
you think that music do to us?
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
100%.
Yeah, so we always consuming this type of music, you know? So it was showing
Just splashing.
so it was showing like also these mice that they did a survey on, and there was one with no music, one with classical music, and one with rock music. And they put them in a maze. They all started out with 10 minutes getting through the maze. So they showed the no music over time, it got down to 5 minutes on getting through the maze. So
It got better.
it got better. It increased. The classical music, it went from 10 minutes to 1 minute and a few seconds.
That's crazy.
So it did better than no music.
Right.
You would think no music probably would do better
Mhm.
since
You
you're
got-
not really
yeah.
consuming
Yeah.
nothing. But the classical music did better. The rock, Guess what happened?
It took longer.
It increased by 20 minutes. So they was getting through the maze in 30 minutes, and they had to stop the survey early because they might start trying to kill each other.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
So hearing that, I'm like, listen to the type of music that we consume and stuff like that, and the message given through it and stuff like that. And it was a survey that was showing like how it was some artists that was saying like they was getting their messages from like some like devil, like demonic spirits type of stuff. I don't want to call out no names.
Yeah.
But when I heard that, I was like, wow, you don't even know who the source of this message that you listening to. Sometimes I'm like, wow.
No, for sure.
So we want to put out positive things, you know? So we try to emphasize on it because that could trigger something in somebody's mind at that time to like make a positive action.
And one positive action plus another positive action plus another positive action makes everyone happy and could bring peace. Like everything you do is about peace and happiness. And I think you're a very big part about making this world a little bit of a happier, more positive place.
Yeah, and to spread a message quickly, music is one of the fastest ways.
Of course, everyone listens to music.
Yeah, because just picture when you in a car, right?
Yeah.
And somebody driving, they got control of the aux cord. They play a song, everybody in the car got to listen to it.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Like everybody got to
Not
hear
only
it.
that, there's music on TV. There's music on TV shows. There's YouTube. There's
Shopping.
When you're working, you listen to music. People listen to music all the time,
Right.
24/7.
Yeah.
And to be able to get in someone's ear and kind of push positivity, that's like one of the greatest things ever.
Exactly. And these artists, I could honestly say, lyrically and harmony wise, they way better than me. You know, they way better. It's just
Your message
yeah.
is the one that's
Basically, with doing this project,
Mm-hmm.
I just hope it'll hit the other artist makers who got these big mass followings and people who listening to them to switch up their message and words a little bit more, to be more considerate of the people.
You're setting a trend again. You did it in high school with the dancing.
Mm-hmm.
You did it again with the Snapchat, and you're gonna do it again with music.
Mm.
I have no doubt.
He's influencing.
He's
like,
influencing the
rest.
influencers.
Yeah.
You're the influencer.
You're an actual influencer.
You
Like,
influence, like you said, you dance with Odell. Like, you influence the most powerful people to the public. You teach the people in the public. You teach the people who teach the public. And it's amazing that what you're teaching everyone is positivity.
Yeah. But they already got it in them. For example, Odell was already dancing before I met him, right?
Yeah.
It was just, all right, once I get here, let's turn up.
Let's turn up.
Let's turn up. Same thing
You're
with these
bringing-
people.
yeah.
When they come out with more positive music, now I could, like, turn up their music.
You're bringing out the happiness in everyone. You're reaching in and you're saying, let's be happy today.
Yeah.
Let's be positive. And it's like it's a crazy thing that this is a crazy thing. Like, this should be normal.
Yeah.
This should be like every day we should wake up
Yeah.
and just be positive and happy. And it's crazy
So
that
true.
this is like a breakthrough. It's like, what?
Yeah.
Hotspot's positive?
Whoa,
What?
positivity.
Like, what?
Bruh.
This is crazy. Like, it's crazy that, to me,
Mm-hmm.
I try and be a positive person. I'm not going to lie to you. I have good days and I have bad days. And for me to see how positive you are all the time and how you're pushing positivity all the time and how that's like your main goal was like, whoa, I want to be more like Hotspot.
Who's
Father and mother.
somebody that you would like to work with? All these people you've been working with, like what's
All these people. Heavenly Mother. That's who I want to work with more. Yeah, she stay in South Korea. So
Really?
we believe God is in the flesh in South Korea right now.
Really?
Yeah.
tight.
She came as a Korean woman.
That's cool.
Yeah, the female God is in the flesh.
Is there anyone you want to push more positivity? Is there someone you're like, You think about, I wish that they push positivity more.
Really all of the people that people listen to. That's what I hope. I would like to do a album with all the people who make kind of trap music,
Mhm.
but
for
the
positive trap music.
but people here for the first time they saying like positive things.
Happy
without
trap.
cursing.
I'm gonna call it Happy Trap.
Like picture 21 Savage.
Ooh.
Low.
Yeah,
the
Migos.
Two
Young
Chains.
Thug.
Travis Scott.
2 Chains.
Yeah, 2 Chainz. Drake.
Tracy.
J. Cole.
Let's do it. What's holding you back from doing that?
It's just they just gotta see the movement, what's going on.
Well,
Well,
Nike.
you
They
could
just gotta
DM,
just get
you
on
could DM
board.
them. You could say,
Hey,
hey,
you can DM. You got.
you could say, hey, I'm gonna make a Happy Trap album.
We're trying to bring
So
positivity.
you always gotta prepare something before you try to present.
I feel
I
you.
feel
You
you.
don't
I
present.
respect that.
You don't present nothing
Yeah.
and want them to help you create.
Right.
Mhm.
In order for you to create with somebody, you already got to be holding what you doing
100%.
because they already holding theirs down.
Yeah,
That's
you
why a partnership, it work with both sides.
Mhm.
bring something to the
coming together.
table.
So
Yep.
you
That's
bringing
real.
100%, I'm bringing 100%. We got 200% now.
Yeah. Now let's take over.
Yeah.
That's real.
Kind
What
of
you
like,
should do.
kind of like what me and him are doing right now.
Yeah.
And I love like the messages you be putting out through your art too, bro.
I'm
Like,
trying, but
Yeah.
your positivity is on the next level. I need to get there. I'm trying.
mhm.
I have a little bit more struggle in me, as you can see. Like in my work, there's a little bit more
Yeah.
tug and pull.
Mhm.
But you're on the next level.
And I was flying, I was looking down at the
Mhm.
basically at the ground. You know how like when you flying, you can
Yeah,
like
you
see
everything
down.
bird's eye view.
And I'm like, bruh, there's so many people on the earth. It look like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like when you look down.
There's so many. It's like ants.
So I'm like, bro, for you to be one place with one person during that time is like so special.
It's
bro.
so special.
Yeah.
And the fact that no matter where you go, everywhere we go, even if we're sitting in the car in traffic, you'll try to make someone walking on the sidewalk happy. And I love it. The other day you shouted out at a girl. She was in a sweater. She's like, you're like, I love your sweater.
Yeah.
I love it.
They got the smiling.
Yeah. And she got so happy. And the fact that you remember and you remember to stay positive and bring positivity, it's a blessing.
Thanks, stuff.
It's a blessing for me to be around you. I'm learning. Every day I'm
Mhm.
learning.
I learned from y'all too. Even like how organized y'all are.
Yeah, but that's-
Because I got, for me, it seemed like stuff everywhere. And for me to watch y'all work as a team is so beautiful and amazing. Because I see the power of team rather than individualism, you know?
power and unity, like you said.
When you trying to do everything by yourself, is
Everything. You can only carry so many books.
Yeah. So when you got other people on board, everybody on one accord, I love it. I was just complimenting you the other day to him, like, bro, I love how.
Yeah, how
You know what I'm
focused he is.
saying?
He was like, I love how focused he is. He comes in, he knows what he needs to do. He gets on it. He keeps you updated. He's like, I love it.
Nah, and it's just cause I like what I do. I love what I do. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, and that's what you'll get when you have a team that, you know what I'm saying. Kim, she's somebody who loves filming and shit, and you see when she's in her mode and she's in her shit,
She gonna get it done.
she's getting it done. You know what I'm saying? And that's what you and you can if you could find a good team like that.
But it's
Mhm.
also a blessing.
no,
Like
for sure.
for me, it's been a blessing. Every step of the way, it's been a blessing, and I try and share my blessings with everyone
Mm-hmm.
because I might be the face of it or the leader or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
But to me, we're a unit.
Mm-hmm.
So whenever anyone comes in here, I make sure they meet everyone.
Exactly.
I make sure they understand that without these people,
like
there
this
is no
not
me.
running.
Yeah, it doesn't go.
Mhm.
Yeah, I might get one painting done or I might do one mural.
Mhm.
But with all of these people behind me, I can do everything that I do. When you look on social media or you see me at a show or you
Mhm.
see humongous sculptures, there's teams. Like, it's a unity. Like you
Mhm.
said earlier, it's all about unity
Exactly.
and positivity.
Mm-hmm.
And it's about making sure that everyone's happy and doing what they love. Like Ray said, like, I'm happy he loves what he does.
Exactly.
But you see how we can sit down. We could sit down and we could mock some shit up, like, and him knowing how to do the shit, like knowing what your shit is, like knowing what you do is really important, man. Because like how he can just sit down and you can just mock it up. You got a sweat. You got products coming, and it's just like that. You know what I mean? And it's dope to actually know what you're doing, and that's something I respect about Kai too.
Yeah, that's
It's
beautiful.
Like he's not only just like somebody who has help or just has employees. He knows what everybody does. He can sit down and work on a website. He can sit down and work on a film or editing or on the design, and that's really important.
Yeah,
And it's consistency.
yeah, that's so important. Knowing what you're doing, because then you could teach others too.
Yeah, it also helps. There's something I do wrong, and I know I do it wrong. I'm a very bad communicator. I'm very bad at it. And the reason I'm a bad communicator is because I've taught myself every job in the studio practically. So whoever is working in the studio, I always say if you call in sick that day, I could pick up part of your job. Like might not be able to do the whole job. I can do a part of it. So sometimes when I'm trying to explain something to them, in my head I already did it. So I'm like, I need you to do this. And they're like, wait a second. What is this? Explain yourself. Slow down. So I'm learning how to do that.
Yeah.
But I think it is important to learn, or at least take the time to understand what everyone does and understand the process. Because it's easy to tell someone, hey, I need you to design a sweater. But if you don't know it takes time, if you don't understand how it works, you become impatient and you lose the understanding and the value of that person.
Yeah.
So when Kim sits down to do a video, I know that it's going to take X amount of hours, X amount of time, sorting through footage, sorting through clips, sorting through music, sounds. I can't expect something in 15 minutes. I can't go to lunch and come back and say, where's the video?
Right.
I know it's going to take time. And by me knowing it's going to take time, I appreciate her more. I appreciate the energy. I appreciate the love she puts into it. Or Ray with the website, or Aaron in the studio, or Matthew, or whoever it is. But also by knowing the process, I can say, let's take it easy. We can change this. Let's do this. Let's cut this out. And it creates a more sound environment, a happy atmosphere. Because if you're just barking at someone, they don't want to be there. No.
That's my positivity. So
Yeah.
man. Honestly, it's like you give that like, yo, good job. Like or like I see you. That,
Yeah,
like,
I seen how you did that, and that was nice.
Yeah, no, I mean, and that goes a long way, honestly.
Yeah.
And I'm not always
Like you feel that, like
sure.
When
Wow.
a teacher tells you that good job, like that
Oh,
goes
yeah.
a long way
or
when
you get
you're
a little,
kid.
or you get a little sticker on your
Yeah.
your-
Yeah. Little golden star.
Nigga, we were so happy for or a Smartie. Yeah,
or a little
candy.
Your little
yeah.
Reese's buttercup.
Like
Candy when you get an A.
you tried real good on this one. Here's a little something.
Honestly.
Oh, trophies. I love.
I hate.
we should
I'm,
get- we should get
I'm,
trophies.
I'm the opposite on that one.
For real.
Yeah, I don't think you should get a trophy unless you deserve a trophy.
Oh, you don't like what is it?
I don't like participation.
participation
Oh.
Those are the worst.
I think those are the worst. I might need to learn from you.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
need to be
yeah.
positive,
Yeah,
sir.
but I think that
I
makes
guess,
people
yeah.
weak.
I guess no.
Yeah, the trophies.
They
I
make
was
kids
blessed to
weak.
receive. I had to
Mm.
earn them.
No, for
Yeah,
sure.
Okay,
that's what I'm
good.
saying. If
Yeah.
you earn it, like
You have
for
to
me
earn
to
it.
like when I used to play sports and
Your
someone
parents pay for you to play, and then you get a
tro-
trophy.
or no, or like I played pretty competitive soccer at one point, and for like people who were not that good or on the bench, who were like not in love with it, like I gave it my heart. I gave it my sweat and tears. I trained 7 days a week, and to see a kid who was like on the bench who never really cared about it as much as I did get like 2015 trophy for showing up every day. I was
Yeah.
like, bro, come on.
But then,
But then
that
like,
was team. That was
a
team.
team,
That was
yeah.
team, though.
that was a good like we were talking the other day. Like everyone needs a hug at some point.
Yeah.
Everyone needs a pick me up, even if they're in the worst mood ever. They need a pick me up. There's a funny video of me, Kim, and Ray in China, in Beijing, and I thought Ray was sad or upset. And I look at Ray. Look, now he's smiling. And I look at Ray and I go, Ray, we're in China. We're walking on the Great Wall of China.
Wow.
Can you be a little happier? And he goes, woo,
Oh. We're gonna be happy. Okay, let's be happy. He was extra
Wow.
out.
It had to like re-hit him. Like,
You're like, we're on the
yeah.
Great
Great
Wall.
Wall.
Like,
Great
you know how
Wall.
many people want this? Like,
yeah, like you seen this in the
What?
picture. Like you
Yeah.
had to study about this
Exactly.
in school.
Yeah.
and then you're walking on it.
And then he pulled me aside. He's like, bro, I just want you to know I am happy. I'm just tired.
He had to like walk up some stairs. Like he had just come off an
Oh, yeah,
ACL
that was
surgery.
crazy.
Oh,
We're
I
walking
remember you was
upstairs.
recovering
We
from that.
walked
Bruh.
up to the Great Wall.
We could have
of
took
China.
a
I cried.
thing, but we
Mm.
No,
no,
cried.
we walked to the top of the Great Wall of China.
My knee was so bad I cried.
That's what
Wow.
happened.
I started crying and they had to slow down.
yeah.
And Kim had one of my AirPods in.
Mm.
'Cause I had my AirPods. And they were walking so
You
fast
lose
Mm.
connection.
that I couldn't hear music no more.
Mm.
Yeah,
That's
that
how
was
far
crazy.
ahead of I was so slow. I was in a
It's
lot
all
of
good.
pain.
But it was man-made Great Wall of China.
China.
we want to
Stairs,
experience that.
stairs.
Like,
These stairs were not like these are not the stairs you when you go to the mall.
Mm.
Every single stair is a different height and size.
yeah.
And when you have a torn ACL,
Yeah, you feeling it.
ooh,
And
Yeah,
it
we-
was
we gotta-
cold, and we were just,
yeah.
just like
Oh, so-
sniffles.
We need to make a trip to China too. 'Cause
Yeah.
now we know a little
Yeah.
bit about China.
Yeah,
Mm.
we love China now.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
we gotta
That's
get some
great.
dim sum, some
Some
dim sum.
bao.
So what? Some
I had
spicy
some of that
noodles.
dim sum,
Spicy
I think,
noodles.
yeah. I tried cold noodles in Korea.
They're
Oh,
good.
that's
Oh,
fire.
you was in Korea a couple
Yeah,
South
South
Korea.
Korea.
Yeah, you
For
can't be in
sure.
the north, you know.
Yeah.
That'd
But-
be crazy if Kim Jong Un like invited you to come to South Korea,
Yo, how-
North Korea.
Yeah.
I mean, you know,
He probably invite you.
He,
Yeah, he
probably-
invited
he
Dennis
invited
Rodman.
Dennis Rodman.
You can play
Oh,
ball with
no.
him, bro. He loves basketball.
Not only that, he
Crazy.
can bring some positivity over there.
Oh, honestly,
That
I
part?
mean, you would have to do it.
I definitely preached to him, like, bro. Kim Jong Un, bro.
Hey,
Check
bro.
this out.
Let me rap to you real quick.
Now we got some questions from the people who
Yeah.
knew that we were
Nice.
doing this.
Nice.
Yeah, we
Let's
got,
let's see what I got. So, let me see. From this girl, I can't even read her. Here, read her name for me.
Okay.
Stupid.
from-
I'm not gonna let you get the chance.
oh no, we got Garagamo.
Garagamo.
Hey,
Garagamo.
that's Garagamo for sure.
Okay.
Garagamo.
So her first question was, what was your
Shout out
what was your
Garagamo.
first inspiration? What was your first inspiration to spread love?
Good question.
To spread love.
And happiness.
I remember I was in my room one day. I was in a place where of growth. So in a place of growth, you kind of like isolated a little
Mhm.
bit. So you start thinking a little bit more. So for some reason I read the whole book of Revelations, and at that time, like when I was reading it, I ain't understand what it was talking about.
Mm-hmm.
I remember just asking to be able to love with God's love,
That's lit.
Yeah. I just wanted to love with God's love to the people around me,
That's awesome.
That's
So
awesome.
yeah.
She had another question, or he had another question. What happened to the lower your voice gets?
Oh, lower your voice.
Yeah.
Lower your voice. Lower your voice. So we watched, I was at Odell House, right?
Uh-huh.
And Mike Epps had a stand-up comedy thing. And we watched it, and we took a part of that. And we used to say it all the time. He was talking about somebody with an alternator. So it was like, I heard you came up to the shop the other day and took one of my alternator. I ain't see no alternator. Lower your voice. Lower your voice.
Oh my goodness. That's a throwback. What year was that?
Yeah, that was about 2016.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Audrey XOXO.
Oh, I know who that is.
What's up, Audrey?
Yeah.
Shout out Audrey.
She made a fan page.
No, it's a dude, I think.
Wait, is it?
Yeah,
I'm tripping.
Plot twist.
yeah, it's a dude.
Sorry, shout out.
But
Audrey.
ma-
That's Jackson photo right there.
Yeah, but maybe
Oh,
someone
Yeah,
else.
that's Jackson photo, but that's her. I know her name by heart.
She asked, "What's your favorite color?"
Somebody asked me that yesterday, I think, or the day before.
That's a tough question, though.
And I'm just appreciative for all the comments. Just appreciative for all of them.
Cameron Boints _past.
Points.
That's actually a sad one. It's about someone who died.
Oh.
The actor Cameron Boints
Mm-hmm.
_past asked, "Do you have a fan page, and do you like Chinese food?"
Yeah, I do got a fan page. Audrey, who just messaged you, is the one who made it.
There you go.
What a small world.
What a small world.
That part.
Shout out to her
What's
for
the
even
fan
like
page? You know the fan page.
it's like Mr. _hotspot fan page or something
Hey.
like that.
She
Yeah.
got it.
And she be posting exclusive stuff on there too.
Oh, she got it.
Like she be like
Head up.
pulling stuff. I'm like, bro, like for you to like take your time out to do that.
That's
That's
awesome.
crazy.
That's
Oh,
awesome.
that's
That's
you.
love.
But yeah, do I like Chinese food? Yes.
Oh.
We were just talking
What
about
you
that.
got?
I eat Chinese food at certain times, you know?
Like
Mhm.
what, during the day or
I
during
feel
the
so.
year?
It's like it's a certain period of time where it's like, bro, I want some Chinese food.
I feel that.
You
My
get what I'm
brother-
talking about? And like every day, like, oh yeah, Chinese food,
Oh,
Chinese
nah.
food, Chinese food, Chinese food, Chinese food. And be like, it just is one day, and I'm like, I want some Chinese
Yeah.
food.
Yeah, my brother's like that. My
Yeah.
brother loves
Oh, yeah.
Chinese food.
Ooh.
What's
I
your
eat a lot
favorite?
of rice.
What's your favorite like Chinese dish or
A
Chinese dish?
I like sweet and sour chicken.
Oh yeah.
You know that's not even Chinese.
For real.
They
It's
made
Gener-
fun of
American.
us for saying that
Yeah,
in
it's
China.
American.
Oh,
For real,
yeah.
that's
Mhm.
American. Well,
Yeah.
that's a good American Chinese dish.
Yeah.
that they put in the mall for
Oh,
you to
yeah,
grab.
yeah,
Oh yeah.
And General Sauce.
Oh
I
yeah.
don't
Yeah.
know. General
Tso,
Sauce.
yeah.
One of them.
That's good.
Okay.
Respect the Guru had a question for you.
Shrimp fried rice. Dude. Shrimp fried rice.
Yo, that's
You gonna get it shut
yo,
down?
real.
Shrimp fried rice.
My dad, every time he goes to a Chinese restaurant, orders like that.
Oh no!
Every single time.
Wow.
And he's like, it's not on purpose, I promise. It's not on purpose.
Dad.
My dad's a
Much.
special person.
Much.
Respect the Guru had a quick question.
Mm.
What makes you happy?
Father and mother. Having hope for heaven. Brothers and sisters. And everybody around me being happy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me see if I got any on Twitter.
Tweet.
Ooh.
Did anybody hit you up on your Instagram?
I'm checking.
You know, I've been out of my DMs for almost a month.
Wow.
Coming up on the 17th.
That's crazy.
Like not
Yeah.
answering your DMs.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I tried it. Cause I figure if somebody like really need me for business, they gonna email me.
Yep, that's what I found out too.
Yeah,
When they
no,
really
for
want
sure.
you,
They gonna email
they
you.
can or they'll DM you what's your email and you'll
Mhm.
send it.
but he
But
can't
if you're
see
not
that.
seeing the
I
DM,
can't-
You
I
gotta,
can't
you
see
gotta
that. I
go
can't see that.
straight through the email button. You have that
Yeah.
though,
I
right?
mean, but that's the
Uh-huh.
first.
I got the
honestly,
email
that's probably
button.
the first place that I would go to.
Me too.
Yeah.
And I DM people all the time.
I guess.
Oh,
I feel like
excuse
I-
me.
No,
Yeah,
I
but
did.
You gotta,
DM
you gotta
I-
verify the account.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
DM
change.
Ben
It's a
from
little
the
different.
hundreds the other day, Bobby from the hundreds. Like I DM people I want to try and work with or understand their mentality.
Mm-hmm.
I'll send them a DM. It doesn't hurt.
Yeah,
Oh, that
yeah. I
doesn't
do the
hurt.
same thing.
From a check mark account, it's okay. But if you got 190 followers, they're gonna be like, this is like some little kid on Instagram.
I'm gonna be honest. Someone's gonna read my DMs.
Yeah.
It might not be me,
Mm.
but someone's gonna read them and someone's gonna see it
Mhm.
and let me know what's happening.
Yeah.
So don't be afraid to shoot a
He's
couple
talking about
DMs.
us reading his DMs.
Yeah.
And this another
Someone's gonna read the DMs.
Someone. He's
Hey,
like looking
no,
at
Not
us.
saying me.
this another thing. Don't forget, people are watching.
Yeah.
Yeah.
These
For sure.
people, they watch.
And they love you. So if it takes 15 minutes to sit and read a couple DMs because they love you,
Mhm.
you should do it. I try and read all my
He
DMs.
tries.
I tried. The other day I went through like another 100.
Mhm.
Today Ray sat down and he went through like another 50.
and I'm not done. That was we went to 4 days ago.
Wow.
I have like
They don't stop.
We were 4
I have
days
a few
back.
years worth of DMs.
I'm
Yeah.
trying to. It's crazy.
The reason why I wanted to take like a period of time just to try it, cause I was just thinking like I'm spending a lot of time in my DMs, so I just wanted to use this time to work on content. You know what I'm saying? That they
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
and
I
to
respect that.
and to finish everything that I need to do, and then later on, I check DMs and reply back whenever I can.
But it's hard.
It's really not a. It's
Yeah.
not a.
There's no solution
It's
to
not
it.
a long process.
But when you have a
doing
lot,
it.
Wait, when it's a lot, it builds up. You're like, oh, like you thought you were just answering like a
Yeah.
couple. Then it's like an hour later. You're like,
Mhm.
I've been here for an hour.
today Ray answered what 50 DMs, 60 DMs. It took him like 2 hours.
But when do you take time for yourself? That's something I always have. I always ask Kai. It's like when are you gonna take a little you time? You know what I'm saying? Like I know your thing is to always make everybody around you happy. But when do you make yourself happy?
I love that question.
You know?
When do I make myself happy?
Yeah, what makes you happy?
And I
But
know
see,
that
it
I know
is.
we asked that, and it's something that it's like seeing other people be happy. That's something honestly that makes me happy as well. You know, like just if you're happy, I'm happy.
Right.
I always I try to. I'm like, listen, I'm good. You know what I mean? Like if you're good, I'm good. You know.
But
And-
also so people understand, Ray's good, but he's not smiling.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
but I'm trying to get better with the smiling though. But like, but that is something that because Kai, you know, he's always 24/7 nonstop. You know, what I mean?
Yeah.
And then he's
It's a sickness. I haven't taken a day off in 10 years.
That's beautiful.
I love it.
and it's you gotta respect it, but you also gotta know that your body too takes a toll.
Mhm.
You know,
Yeah, I
like-
tore my ACL this year.
Yeah.
My back is out.
Mm-hmm.
But I love what I do. I wake
Yeah.
up every day so happy.
Yeah.
I get sad
Mm-hmm.
when the weekend comes
Mm-hmm.
because that means the studio's closed.
Yeah.
And I
And
still
this
come
is
in
real.
on Sunday.
Yeah.
Look at if you can
I
see
never-
Ray's face.
It's just-
I never told you this, but the honest reason why I think you blessed in the work that you do is because you keep the Shabbat.
Thank you.
Yeah.
no, and
No,
that's
for real.
Yeah.
That's
E-
real.
Everyone,
That's a fact.
everyone around me tells me. So everyone who doesn't know, who's listening, Shabbat is a Jewish thing.
Mm-hmm.
Friday night,
Mm-hmm.
I turn off my phone, and I stop all electricity,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't work. I don't check anything. And for 25 hours from Friday night to Saturday night,
yeah.
I just hang out with my family, and we eat food,
Mm-hmm.
and we laugh, and we sleep, and we just kind of turn
off. You
Turn
turn
off.
It's
Yeah.
it's you. It's
Yeah.
it's
Sabbath.
amazing.
I,
I mean,
Yes.
I
Sabbath.
really think that's why you physically blessed. Even in the
Amen.
Old Testament, that's where
Yeah.
God blesses people who kept
kept this.
His commands. Yeah.
He's
so,
like, you gonna take this day of rest, and
yeah.
So I've been
So-
doing that seriously
Mm-hmm.
for 15 years.
Yeah.
I never miss it. And even if I'm in like a weird city,
I mean,
we've been in
never.
like every city, even in China.
Mhm.
I took-
Oh, yeah, we
were
did
in
that in
Shabbat
China.
I did Shabbat in China. I did
Yeah.
Shabbat in Atlanta. I did
Mhm.
Shabbat in Miami, New
New
York,
York,
everywhere
Paris,
you go.
Amsterdam,
Shabbat,
London.
Shabbat isn't even to me. It's not only a Jewish thing. It's a smart person. It's like a person who knows how to just fall back
Mm-hmm.
and like take some time for themselves. I mean, whenever we go on I was even about to say a vacation. But whenever we go on
workation.
whenever we go on trips, I always try to tell them like, look, it's also a vacation, you know, because we're going away for a little bit, and it's some time to like.
Mm-hmm.
At the end of the night, when it's time to chill, it's time to like that's your time to like chill.
So when the hard thing for me
Mm-hmm.
to explain to people is when the day ends for most people.
Mm-hmm.
So let's say you finish your 9 to 5, or you finish your day job, or the people in the studio get to go home and do their thing.
Mm-hmm.
I still have another part of my day.
Yeah.
So I'm doing physical work. I'm doing work with Kim on the editing, working with Ray on the website,
Mm-hmm.
working with Matthew on designs. I'm working in the studio making paintings. I'm doing murals. I'm doing XYZ.
Right.
When the day ends, I still got to go through. I got to make sure Instagram's right, Twitter's right,
Mm-hmm.
all the emails are answered. I try and answer every email the day I get them.
Mm-hmm.
It's super hard. I have to design new things, come up with new sketches,
Mm-hmm.
check in with all the partners that we have working. Like
Mm-hmm.
we have Moose in New York. I check in with all my homies, like, and it never ends. Like I could work 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and nonstop. And it drives Ray crazy because we get to travel the world together as a team, and they'll all get to go chill, watch some TV, relax, and I can get on the computer and I can work all night. And that's why Ray's been trying to get me to call our work trips workcations, so I get a little vacation in them.
Honestly,
That's
I mean,
something.
isn't that how you feel like when you go? How do you feel when you go on all these trips and you travel? Like,
So same like with Ka, how y'all keep the Shabbat. I keep Sabbath day on Saturday,
Yeah.
but I go to Zion on Saturday. We keep 3 services. So there is we just acknowledge our Creator, and yeah. So wherever I go, we keep the Sabbath day on Saturday. Outside of the appointed times, Saturday and Tuesday at the afternoon service, anytime in between that is like, let's go, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But like how I said to y'all earlier, y'all more organized. So y'all got organized work. Y'all almost like a organization. You know,
Yeah.
an organization has order.
Yeah.
Actually, shout out to my brother Matthew. He was mentioning something about that recently, and I see I don't have that much order. You
But
know,
that's something
So-
you can learn.
yeah. So a lot of stuff real free when
I know I'm gonna get you for your birthday though. I'm gonna get you a whiteboard.
When's your birthday?
February 5th.
Oh.
So I'm gonna get him a whiteboard so you can
we'll
get
write
organized.
that down on the
Yeah.
whiteboard to
Yeah.
remember.
So
But it's not hard. I promise you.
mhm.
And I'm gonna be 100% real with you. The whiteboard's new.
They make y'all look so professional.
It's a joke. It's a joke.
It's a
No,
joke, but
no,
I
no.
used to try and do meetings or send everyone a text with their tasks.
no, but
Yeah.
it works. It definitely works.
It works.
Yeah,
It keeps
yeah.
people on top of their shit. And it also keeps me honest. Like it keeps me off of. I have this thing where I get up a little earlier than everyone, so I'll be up at like 6 working. So I like to come in the studio and kind of like watch a little YouTube and decompress. And with
Are you tired by like 11 or 12?
I'm tired by 6 a.m. I wake up tired.
Oh, you already tired waking
Oh
up.
yeah, nah. I wake up at 6, 10 o'clock. I'm out. I'm done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wake
Like
up
I'm
at
Cause,
6.
sleeping.
Cause that's how I feel like.
Oh, he's talking about 10 p.m.
Yeah, 10 p.m. 10 o'clock at night.
I'm telling you,
Yeah.
I
Oh,
wake up
yeah,
at
yeah,
6.
I wake
I'm
up at
tired
6.
at 6.
6 a.m.
Yeah, I wake up at 6.
Yeah,
I'm out
yeah.
at 9.
I tried it before. I went to sleep like at 11, 12. I woke
burnt.
up around 5, 6. And by like 11, 12, like
You gotta
it
get
felt
used
like
to
I
it.
got a lot of work done within
Yeah.
that time frame. But
Then
then my
your
body
body-
was like, yeah, take your nice.
Lay your head down, boy.
Lay it down.
No, on the real though, you've been around me for like a couple of days. You've hung out with me. Like I can go 20 hours straight,
Yeah,
no problem.
yeah.
When we go to different cities, when we go to China, when we go to Atlanta and stuff, I do 22-hour shifts back to back to back to back.
Yeah, and that's why when you have a second, you gotta sit back and you
It
gotta-
drives Ray crazy that
Because
when we
what
He
happens-
travel,
doesn't eat.
because he does the most. It's like you gotta have a good balance.
you gotta get close. We gotta
You gotta have a good balance in life. Sorry guys. You know, I'm gonna get better with this. Listen, you gotta have a good balance in life where you're able to take care of yourself. Your body is very important, man. If your body isn't moving, all of this that you're putting out in the world doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, or it's temporary because you won't be here to keep it going. You won't be here to see what you did. Like if you're not like that's something. I mean,
So-
and I'm not on my body.
just
Mhm.
just to kind of rebuttal what Ray's saying. It's like yes, you gotta make sure you eat right. So I've been eating right. I changed my diet. I changed
Yeah.
my lifestyle.
What's the diet that you want again?
I'm on no carbs and no sugar. I stopped eating I love chocolate. That was like my big thing. Chocolate and pancakes, like my 2 favorite things.
Oh wow.
I cut them out. No more cereal, no more bread, no more rice, no more pasta. But I feel great. So I knew that to continue the lifestyle that I'm in, I had to eat right,
Right.
train. I need to be healthy. I needed to be clean. But my biggest fear, which is crazy, is that if I don't work longer and harder than everyone,
It's not gonna get done.
someone else will work harder and longer than me and take my spot.
Mm.
And that's like, I don't know if that's a fear or a phobia, or I need to like go see a shrink about it.
Mm.
But that's a real thing I feel.
Mm.
I feel that if tomorrow I wake up and I wake up at noon instead of waking up at 6, somewhere else in the world there's another artist that wanted it more than I did and woke up at 6 and put in 6 extra hours. And if you just add 6 hours to a week,
Mm.
let's just say 6 times 5, that's 30 hours. That's 2 extra days of work. If you times that by a month,
Mm.
that's 4 extra days of work.
Mm.
Now, if you times that by a year, there's
Mhm.
12 months. That's 48 extra days of work.
Yeah.
That's a month and a half more work than I put in because I
Yeah.
woke up late.
So I once heard a story, right?
Mm-hmm.
It was a lazy farmer,
Mm-hmm.
and it was a farmer that worked real hard.
Mm-hmm.
So from the outside looking in, the lazy farmer, he was real lazy.
I feel that.
He was real lazy. And the farmer who worked real hard, he worked every day real hard. But when it was time to like receive the crops, the lazy farmer had a better receiving than one who worked hard every
Mhm.
day. And guess why though? The timing.
Ooh. It's all about timing.
Timing. It was the timing. The lazy farmer knew the timing. He knew when to plant.
He knew when to water.
He knew when to work. All that.
That's true. Maybe I
So-
need to learn that.
I mean, and I think I'm a representative
So
of that.
so
Get out of here.
so
Hit the too much button.
Too much.
so
Sit down.
Be humble.
with that being said, the lazy farmer had more crops in the end. He knew timing. So sometimes
there's some timing. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
true.
So sometimes we need to know our timing on things, but it's one thing with you, basically what you preparing for.
Mm-hmm.
You work hard as if you preparing for something ahead,
Yeah.
So that's why I can understand you fully. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's hard.
Mm-hmm.
And it's hard now that more people depend on me
Mm-hmm.
and they wake up and they, people depend on me to show up. People
Mhm.
depend on me to work. People depend on me to get things done.
Mm-hmm.
There's a fear of like, oh shit, what if I make a mistake? What if I drop the ball? What if we don't exist tomorrow?
Mm-hmm.
And that's a realistic fear I have.
Yeah.
So I like to put in as much work as I can.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I do relax. I ride a bike every day for 30 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
You've seen me work out. I work out every day.
Yeah, I've
like,
seen it.
I relieves my stress. But I don't want to fall by the wayside.
Mhm.
I've seen too many talented people not care.
Mm-hmm.
And they just, like, what are you doing, bro? God gave you a gift.
Mm-hmm.
Use it to its fullest ability.
Yeah.
So that's a fear I have.
Yeah, but the
Timing is key.
timing and what hurts me so much is people knowing the purpose of us even being on this earth to work.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so we need to know our purpose on even being here, right?
Yep.
I feel that.
So what hurts is watching people work so hard physically,
Mm-hmm.
even though it's so temporary.
Mm-hmm.
Even when you got a goal, you accomplish it, then
It's like on to the
it's
next one.
on to the next. It's in the past, right?
That's crazy.
People,
Well, that's what's beautiful about what you do.
mhm,
Your goal doesn't ever end. Your goal is to make everyone happy.
mhm,
And you can do that forever.
yeah. So he was speaking about balance. You can see we need a balance between our physical and spiritual.
Mm-hmm.
We can't neglect the spiritual, because it really does exist.
It does, and
Yeah.
you feel it. Like people have down days, people have bad days, and you can feel that. Hey, they physically are healthy and happy and good, but mentally or spiritually, something's a little off.
Exactly. So we need to find out how to work correctly, spiritually, how to incorporate that in our physical life.
Yep.
Because at the end, when your physical life gone, then what?
What's your legacy?
Yeah, you ain't prepared. You ain't prepared nothing spiritually. But if you prepare something spiritually while you ain't still in your physical, you got something waiting on you in the end.
Yep. Amen.
Yeah. So
Amen.
So that's something big that
Ray looks real
everybody-
tired right now.
Yeah.
This is Ray's bedtime,
I know we're about to.
but it's a blessing.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming, Hotspot. I appreciate it.
Anything you got
Thanks to
coming up?
Father and Mother.
What's coming up?
Yeah.
Yeah, share with us
What's
what you're
coming
doing. Yeah, what have you been doing? What's gonna be coming out soon?
All right, so I got a album about smiling.
Woo!
Smile.
It's a smile bum. A smile bum. Yeah, I hope y'all like that
I
because
like
I'm gonna
it.
be using that in the press.
Yeah.
A smile bum.
Yo, we need to trademark that
Yeah.
before we even go live with this. Smile.
Yeah, yo, get the website real quick.
Yeah, now smile.
Smilebum.com.
Let's
Yo,
build
get
it.
that domain right
Yo,
now.
that's what we're gonna release That's where we release the product.
It sounds better.
Album? We're releasing
Just
on
say
Kaya
it.
Edition.
It
But it's
sounds
smile
better saying it because when you spell it out, it look like it's saying smile bum.
Smile, bum.
Album.
Like you bum, smile
Yeah.
bum.
I got it, bro.
Yeah.
He's like smile bum. You didn't get it.
I got it.
I got
So yeah, that's coming out.
Okay.
I'm really excited for that. And
I seen that jacket. That jacket was looking real
That
sick.
yeah,
was hard.
that jacket's so hard.
Yeah. That-
Oh, so people understand what they're talking about.
Yeah.
I
so-
painted Hotspot's jacket
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh,
we
yeah,
wearing it
he
right now.
really
Oh,
wore
yeah.
it.
with the album cover,
Oh yeah. It's
it looks
cool.
fresh.
Bye.
And we've decided that we're gonna be releasing hoodies.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
So other than suits, this like the
This is it.
freshest attire. That I
The
got.
freshest of the fresh.
Oh yeah. Yeah. That's
So we're
right.
gonna be
Yeah.
releasing hoodies real soon.
a couple little other items.
A couple little other items.
Collaboration.
I like how this like transferred to talking about this, even though we were talking about that.
Yeah.
It was so natural.
Yo, Ray's good with it.
No, listen
Raising
now.
natural, man. Look at him go. Yo, Ray was so excited. He's like, yo, I can't. I'm so excited. I've been waiting for this,
just
man.
so everyone understands, I've been planning this podcast
Uh-huh.
for 4 months,
Wow.
and everyone told me it's not possible. It's not gonna be good.
Mm-hmm.
We
said
don't know
that?
what we're gonna talk about.
We've been up here more than an hour.
Yeah.
Shit, we've been
So-
talking for 2 hours. We
Yeah.
gotta
And
stop
that- and
before the
that's regular,
GoPros
that's
cut off.
regular.
Yeah, and I'm happy to say, like, when you have good people in the room,
Mm-hmm.
you get good product.
Exactly.
Yeah, you get some meaningful, deep things that we talked about,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and you
Oh,
get
for
some
sure.
good energy.
Exactly.
And I'm happy I started this. Like, this was a little bit of a dream of mine. Like,
mm-hmm.
every year I have a couple dreams, and
Mhm.
one of my dreams was to start a podcast.
Yeah.
Just because I watched a lot of podcasts and I listened to a lot of podcasts, I
Mhm.
think there's knowledge you can learn from everyone.
Right.
And I think I was blessed to be surrounded by extremely talented,
Mhm.
extremely knowledgeable and wise people.
Right.
So I want to share that with everyone.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm happy we started it today.
Yeah. This
With you,
beautiful.
Mr. Hotspot. Thank
Mr.
you, man. We
Hotspot.
appreciate you for showing love.
Thank you.
God
Thank you.
bless you.
Everyone needs to go get his smile bum.
Oh, yeah.
Whenever it come out.
You on the lookout for that one. It's gonna be crazy.
Yo.
Oh, you gonna hear it for sure.
He told me it was coming out in September.
Whoa.
Oh,
Yeah.
We gotta cut.
We in August currently. You know,
Yeah,
so I
yeah.
got like another month to
He got
prepare.
another month.
You gonna
We're gonna go lock him in the studio in the A.
Yeah,
Coming?
pay attention
About
to
to be there soon.
KaiEditions2.com,
Oh
KaiEditions.com.
my
Damn.
Two.
That's where the latest product is gonna be. I'm just trying to
So
give
we're
you
gonna
guys
release
that,
this hoodie.
Yeah, this gonna be so exciting. The
Yeah, it's
hoodie
gonna be fire.
looks nice.
He's excited about it.
Oh,
And
yeah.
anything else that you're doing? You're doing the music videos.
Yeah, music videos, and we're preaching the 7 billion.
There we
There
go.
we go.
Yeah.
But hey, guys, when he says come, show some love. When he's doing a music video,
Mm-hmm.
show some love because it's
Come
gonna
through.
turn up.
Pull up when I need you.
Uh.
Pull up when I need you. To pull up when I need you. Pull up when I need you. To yeah.
Jingle.
All right, give us a little jingle to say goodnight to everyone.
All
I
right.
mean, this is like the
That was-
jingle. Like
That was a pretty good jingle
that
right
was
there.
pretty-
Yeah.
I don't want to.
That's
I
a
don't
pull
wanna-
up. That's a pull up.
Pull
Not
up.
you.
I don't want
Yeah.
to. You gotta do a jingle.
You gotta
Yeah.
give us a
Yeah.
goodbye
What you
jingle.
got?
Hopefully we could do another podcast.
Oh yeah, you're
Yeah.
you're a regular on
Bro.
here.
You're
definitely a
already know.
regular.
Anytime you're in LA,
You already know we sitting
we
down.
got you. We're sitting you down. We're gonna catch up on what you've been doing
Yeah,
and whatever you want to talk about.
yeah,
What's happening in the world?
yeah.
A little bit more positivity.
Let's do it. And I'm
Push.
so looking forward to working with this team here, pushing
Hey,
forward.
Your family.
Man.
You stay at
Already.
my house.
Mm-hmm.
I got scared when you left my house.
we was checking. the
We were
Instagram.
really
Yeah.
checking
I
in
swear,
on you, bro.
Yeah.
We were worried, bro. I was like, I hope he's good. That's why I texted you. You good? I
Yeah,
texted you a
exactly.
few
When
times.
I seen that, I was like, oh yeah,
I
that's
just, I don't
fine.
know,
He
we just
checked up.
surfaced. Hey, this is the family I'm staying with, and it was just like your voice was trembling. Is he?
No,
Yeah, really.
he
I
had
just came from a meeting
yeah,
too.
big
so
meeting.
it
Yeah,
was
he
like-
told me about it.
Yeah.
He had a lot of,
Everything's
but I was
going
still
on.
worried. Like
There's a lot going
when
on.
you
at
when you
once.
told me I have to sit in the middle, I was like, oh.
I sat by the window. They let me sit by the window. Yeah.
That's awesome, man.
For sure, man.
All right, give us a goodbye jingle because I know you got it.
All right.
Yeah.
Like that.
Thank you guys for
No.
listening. Tune into the next one.
Hey.